It is. You know what the boy did? Let's go. The boy did a daggone. Let's go. That's it. All right, man. Welcome back to Nan Now Sports. As you see, man, you got me stuttering. As you can see from the thumbnail. And look, and I ain't even got my hat on. Anybody ever see me without my hat? Welcome back to Man Now Sports, man. As you can see from the thumbnail, man, we got a lot of good discussion to go over. We're gonna start it with some friendly stuff, man. Not a lot of criticism, man. We're just gonna have some fun with this one at the beginning, man. Let y'all call in and give us y'all thoughts, man. But then we got to get into this Steph Curry stuff and this Draymond Green situation, man, because I thought that was foul on how it happened. But yeah, man, we got three. We got one more on the way. Lamar, he'll be in here probably on the next segment. Zoe and Jay is with family today, man. So y'all go have us for most of the show, man, and we're gonna keep it rolling, man. This episode is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy is the best place to play fantasy sports. I want to tell you about the easiest way to get in on some NBA action with Underdog Fantasy and their pick'em game. Just find your favorite player or any player for that matter, pick higher or lower on that player's stats, and you can win up to 20 times your money in one night. Pick between 2 or 5 players to fill your pick'em entry. Get every pick right, and you can net yourself some serious cash. Use the promo code ManDownSports, and you can get your deposit doubled up to $100. You got to check on the map to make sure your state is eligible to play Underdog Fantasy. But as soon as you do, and if your state is, go ahead and download Underdog Fantasy's app. Use the promo code ManDownSports, and you can, like I said, you can get that $100 match on your first deposit. And I would want to thank Underdog Fantasy for sponsoring Man Down Sports. All right, man. I see moderators in here. I see Roland Curtis. I don't see DC Slim yet. What DC Slim at? DC Slim got mad Tuesday, Eric.
What happened?
He said he tired of people criticizing LeBron, man.
Stop.
Yeah.
I know he said that. I like that little Duck Dynasty hat you got on over there, Mel.
Yeah, man. Yeah, hey man, you be surprised what you find in Walmart. Walmart be having some good t-shirts, good hats, and everything, man. I like this hat, man. This is my favorite hat now.
Hey man, good for you, man.
Yeah, somebody in the comment section ran DC Slim away, man.
No, they did,
man. Get our dog back.
Come on, DC Slim.
Get our dog back, man.
Should I text him?
Yeah, man. Tell him to come on, man.
Let me text DC Slim, man. Golly. That man got ran away, man.
What y'all done did to DC Slim, man?
What I do to DC Slim? DC done got a hold of that loud pack.
Yeah. He might. Yeah, it's Good Friday, man. So he probably got some, some of that the stickies of the icky.
That sticky icky.
Yeah, he got that loud pack. Got in his feelings, started crying.
9.5 plus 4 pennies.
Man. All right, man. We ain't got no football today. We're gonna have some football next week, but it's all basketball today, man. Toys R Us. Deidre Kelly. Did I say that right? Deidre Kelly. Toys R Us. James Brickner. I remember that name. He be in the comment section having me rolling. You know what, James? I think you the one who ran DC Slim off, man. I think it was you. I think it was James. Because James be on one in the comment section. I think he ran DC Slim off, man, for sure.
Don't do DC like that, man.
I think it was I think because DC Slim he want to drive the point home that MJ is not that dude, and somebody was in here. I don't know. It was I couldn't read all the comments, man, but hey, somebody was in here letting him have it, bro, about that. And I ain't seen him since, man.
Damn,
you been gone.
Damn, we got to put a bolo out for our boy DC Slim, man.
Bolo out for him.
Hey, but this is an interesting thing I wanted to do, y'all. Right? I was thinking, I was like, man, we always talk about players and where they go rank it all the time and all that stuff, right? And I was thinking in my head, I was like, man, the top 5 for each position been set so long. Is it possible that anybody that's playing right now, now I'm not talking about LeBron and KD and Steph because they're already in for their position, right? I think for the most part, everybody got LeBron and KD in the top 5 small forwards. And I think everybody got Steph in the top 5 point guards, right?
Mhm.
But other than them dudes, is there anybody that's playing right now that even got a shot in taking somebody out of the top 5 that you can foresee? So we go do it by position. We go talk about it. We go debate a little bit, and then we go open the phone lines up, man. And I want to start with point guards, and I'm gonna ask y'all who y'all got for top 5, and then we'll go and see if there's anybody that's playing now that has a shot at being in that top 5.
You want it in order or just like, just a 5?
It ain't got to be in order, just a 5.
Okay. Okay.
We all got
Yeah,
Magic, right?
you got your, I got Magic for sure.
Yeah, Eric, you got Magic too, right?
Yeah, I got Magic.
We both got we all got Isaiah, right?
Yeah, I was about to say I got Zeke. Yep.
We got Steph.
Yeah.
Steph, definitely.
We got Oscar.
Yeah.
Oscar Robertson, definitely.
And then number 5 is where it gets kind of tricky because you could have Kidd, you could have Stockton, you can have CP3, right? So number 5 is the only one that you can really play with. Or is y'all number 5 solid?
You know what, man? I think that 5th spot is kind of hard, man, because you got legendary people, bro. You got Oscar Robinson. You got people like that because it wasn't our era. Like we won't even talk about him. I think Gary Payton was cold on the defensive side of the ball. So that last spot is kind of hard. Dame time, he's in that thing. But it's those other players like Walt Frazier that we don't talk about, and
yeah, that's true. So you saying 5 is open then?
Number 5 is open, man, because it's hard. Because you got Oscar Robinson, Walt Frazier. Those are just people that just didn't play in our era, and we didn't really see them play like that. But you know what I mean? But even stuff, even like Gary Payton, like we forget about people like that. You know what I mean? Because they just it wasn't as popular or not as prevalent as you see. But he was the glove, homie.
Yeah, I like Nash too. All right, Chris, you said a 4 is solid, but 5 is open.
Yeah, 5 is, and I'm as he was talking, I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, well, I got this one, but then you could throw this one in here, and then I looked at the comments and they said this one. I was like, damn. For me, 5 is fluid. It's probably like depends on how I feel that day, but Tony Parker, I think should definitely be. He could have a shot at that number 5 spot for me. Also, man, Rondo. I don't know why Rondo don't get a lot of love.
I love Rondo too. All right, so let's do this then. So if we ain't got no argument about 1 through 4, right? We good on 1 through 4. So now we getting somewhere. We got a number 5 spot that is hard to fill. So that means right. So that means that you're saying that someone that's actively playing right now has a chance to surpass everybody and get that 5th spot. Right. So who do you think that's actively playing? Only people that's actively playing right now at the point guard position can get that spot.
I guess you could say CP3 since he's still playing.
Okay.
Could probably get that 5th spot, but I think point guard play now is not really like what it used to be for real. It's not like real point guard play. I don't really see anybody currently playing right now outside of CP3.
You know what? Somebody just put AI up there.
AI was a 2 though.
Yeah, we got him. I got him at 2. So I'm not even putting Luka at 1. I got Luka at small forward for the purpose of this conversation. So I'm not even playing with it.
I think if Kyrie was,
that's the name I was looking for.
If Kyrie could like become just maybe like 15-20% better facilitator, he could probably do it.
And he don't even need to be a facilitator. He plays point guard. He's a point
but I'm
guard.
just saying, like, just add just a little bit more on the facilitating side, and that probably
he ain't got to do that. He ain't got to do that. You didn't ask Steph to do that.
Point guards run the offense. No, well, Steph passes though.
What about Dame?
I got Kyrie over Dame.
I do have Kyrie over Dame too.
There's only one active point guard that's not in the top 5 already that I would even consider for that number 5 spot, and It's Kyrie Irving. He's the only one that can overtake, because I got Kidd there. Kyrie Irving is the only one that can pass Stockton and pass Kidd and get to that number 5 spot. In my opinion.
I think Kyrie probably would be the only one, in my opinion, that, because let's see what, like, Dame is not enough for me. Westbrook is not enough.
I
think Westbrook will be top 10. I think Westbrook will be top 10 point guard all time, but he's just outside that top 5. You know what I'm saying? Is Shea a point guard or a shooting guard?
Shay's a point guard. That's a good one. Shea
got a lot of time left, so Shea might be able to. He's on an upward trajectory too. So
yeah. Shea might be.
It's early.
It might be that one.
It's really early for that one, but I would say like put a star next to Shea and watch him, because he might end up. I don't even think he's reached his prime yet. So his prime might be that time where we'd be like, damn, SGA is like a top 5 point guard in the game right now. And once you reach top 5 in the game at your position right now, then you open up that next door to be top 5 all time.
That sounds about right. Yeah, but Shea, Kyrie, possibly Fox if he stopped having, if Fox just keep doing this
issues,
he every now and then he'll do this, man. It's, but Fox is one of them dudes too, man.
Maybe Tyrese Halliburton, but I don't think we've seen too much enough of him for.
No.
I mean, his pass game is crazy, but
I don't care. I don't care. Tyrese is not. Tyrese, he fooled a lot of people, and he's really good, but he fooled a lot of people, and I wasn't fooled. Oh, somebody said Ja. Yeah.
If Ja can stop, you know what? I ain't even gonna go there.
Ja is Westbrook, man. Ja is Westbrook.
He can shoot better than Westbrook.
He can shoot a little better.
No.
Better than Westbrook.
Westbrook did have that strap on him in OKC though
for about 2 years, and I know what they feel like when you don't have a jumper. I know what it feels like when you don't have a jumper, and then you work so hard on it, and you get a little rhythm in it, and then you lose that rhythm, and you revert back to not having it. So I seen it. I don't know what happened. Like it takes a lot of discipline to shoot the same shot every single time from different angles, different, all types of, what I'm saying? It takes a lot to shoot that same shot. Yeah, because he already had that. Like he had that as a foundation.
Makes
sense.
But
when you wasn't a shooter and someone's trying to trying to fix your mechanics and make you shoot the same exact shot every single time, it's very hard. You gotta your mind got to be connected to it, and if you don't develop that muscle memory, and you're thinking it, I got to do it the same way you're thinking it, it don't become muscle memory. At some point, you want to revert back. That's why Shaq kept hit with his free throws. It was like, dang man, he done changed his shot again. He couldn't shoot the same shot every year. It was something different all the time. So it was crazy. Who said Jones? Which Jones? Who was Jones? What's up, Dino? I don't know, but I don't know who Jones is at the point guard. I don't know. He must be talking about Herb Jones. Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray is he a little bit behind.
No.
He a little bit. He up there, but he behind Kyrie and SGA.
He's not even top 10 right now.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. All right, let's.
We said Chris Paul though, Roland. We said Chris Paul is that one that's like, obviously you can say Chris Paul, but
I wish he would win a championship, but that's
man. I know we hate basing like shit off of accolades, but I think like that would just be like the one thing that sets and
he had an opportunity.
He did.
It didn't come together, man. I think that was their best chance.
All right, let's move to shooting guards then. And this was my question because I'm gonna go ahead and give mine away. I think Edwards got that. Because the shooting guards is tough. You got MJ and Kobe, they ain't going nowhere, right? They're never gonna move.
AI.
Then the last three gets a little tricky because you got AI, you got Wade, and you got Jerry West, right? I think Anthony Edwards has the talent where he can pass a Wade and he can pass a West and maybe even an AI. I think Edwards got that talent. T-Mac had that talent too.
I don't know about passing AI.
Yes.
Shit, I don't even know about passing Wade, honestly.
Oh, no, he can. He can. Edwards, come on now. Edwards can't. Now, think about any other shooting guards that's playing right now. You got PG-13?
You talking about all time, right?
Yeah, all time. Who is playing now that has the potential that you could foresee to get up in that top 5 spot?
So to be honest with you, man, the top 5 for me is already locked up, bro.
For shooting guards or for every position?
For shooting guards, you got to think about it, bro. You first of all, you got Michael Jordan, you got Kobe, you got Dwayne Wade, you got AI, and for me personally, just because I done seen some tape on the man, George the Iceman Gervin, bro, was prolific.
Was he a 2 or a 3 though? Was he a shooting guard or a small forward?
The shooting guard.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah. But you could put James Harden in the mix.
No.
Hell no.
Can't put James Harden in the mix. I'll put Ray Allen over James Harden. I'll put Ray Allen and Ginobili over James Harden.
I'm talking about the young James Harden. I ain't talking about.
You gotta enrich. You gotta include the entire body of work, bro.
Right. Yeah.
For me, of course, it's Mike and Kobe. I have AI 3, Dwayne Wade 4, and I was kind of torn between Manu and T-Mac at 5.
Hey, what about Reggie Miller?
I mean, that's a good one, but Edwards already better than Reggie Miller.
Yeah, you got a point.
And so is PG-13.
Yeah. Different eras too, man. Different eras. People
PG-13 is cold, man. But I don't think that Ant is better than PG-13, but he will be better than PG-13 before his career is over for sure.
Yeah, PG-13 is gonna get on the goddamn court.
But when he's on the court, he's a problem.
Goddamn.
Except in the bubble. Except in the bubble.
When that gonna be? He gonna get on the court.
Hey, he just hit a game winner, man.
I get
after they cheated OKC, which is crazy because they using these couple of losses that OKC done had to move SGA down out of the MVP race, and they got Luka number 2 now, which is hilarious to me. But that's a topic for another day.
That's a different day.
I just thought that was funny. But like, is there any other, like, is because Eric said 5, the top 5 for shooting guards is locked. I think West, AI, and Wade can be had by Edwards, but I don't think there's nobody else that's playing right now at the shooting guard position that can get in there. That I see.
I'm not sold on him passing AI and Wade yet, though.
Man, I ain't say yet.
Like,
I ain't say now.
I'm saying at all. You know what I'm saying?
Why you think it's so hard to pass AI and Wade?
I mean, AI was transcendent. You know what I'm saying? AI effectively changed the game, right? So for me personally, and this is me personally, right? If somebody's gonna pass AI, we're just talking about in the shooting guard category, right? Mike, Kobe, and AI were all exemplified greatness, right?
Right.
Mike changed the game for his time. Kobe changed the game by being the Mike of his time, and then AI changed the game, period, right? For me, Ant would have to do something that changes the game. I don't see him doing that.
That's hard, man, because what can you change the game again? I'm like, do you have to change the game to get in the top 5? I don't think you do.
For this, because I mean,
to pass AI, you saying you telling me AI with not being able to lead his team to a ring, and you telling me if Edwards do that, and if Edwards have his team playing consistent contender basketball for the next 5 to 8 years, AI didn't do that either. Right, AI got hot for about 4 years, took his team to the finals, amazed us, wowed us, then went to Denver and started laying eggs. Right, so I mean, listen, we gotta take the feelings out of it. We love AI. We don't want to take AI out of the top 5, but be honest. I'm looking at Edwards, and he's already better than AI. I'm sorry, he is. Yes, he is.
I think.
I know you got them tattoos on your hand and shit, man, but it's okay.
I think for me right now, there's no passing AI, and there's no even passing Dwayne Wade.
That's your heart. Your heart, though.
We have to have this conversation in a couple years. Like, I need to see because he's been playing at. I mean, he's also been progressing upwards. True enough, right? But we still have yet to see them get over that playoff bump, make a deep run in the playoffs, contend actually for a title. Who knows? This year might be the first year that they do that. They might be in the first year of their window. So that's why I said in a couple years, maybe we could revisit, and if he does, if he gets into the finals and competes actually, then we can have a conversation about it. But
okay, all right.
It's hard it's a hard sell for me.
Mitch Richmond just did a episode of All the Smoke, and they asked him who his top 5 was at shooting guard. He said Mike Kobe, he said himself, he said Wade, and then he said Clyde Drexler. You like that?
Hell no.
What you don't like about it?
Where the fuck AI at? I don't understand the AI disrespect, man. I mean,
it ain't AI disrespect.
Like,
he probably just forgot.
Was AI not good? Like, not a good enough player to garner?
Yeah, he
like,
was.
I mean, we're not saying top 5 all time. We're saying top 5 at the position.
Yeah, he forgot AI. And, but he put himself in, because when they asked him the question, they was like, "Oh, and you better be in there, Mitch." He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be in there." But most people take themselves out of it just so they can make sure that there's a less opportunity for them to snub somebody. So if he would have took himself out, then there would have been room for AI. I think so. But he put himself in.
Did you hit the super chat already?
I didn't know we had one. What a super chat at?
Shout out to Full Venom Jacket for the super chat. Ant needs the Wolves to optimize the next window when they trade Cat. He has to be surrounded with talent to have success and longevity to catch Wade or AI. Trading Cat. I think Ant and Cat is actually a good 1-2 punch. I think they just need some better role players around them. Outside of that, I don't think Gobert was the answer. It looks like it might be working now, but
it's definitely working.
Long term, I don't think that's a big 3 that you can hang your hat on for future championship contention. I think they're eventually going to need a real point guard to kind of help facilitate that offense, and then they might be able to unlock another level with that. I don't think trading Cat is going to be. I think trading Cat will hurt and the Wolves more than it will help them, unless they got back a haul for it.
I agree. All right, let's move to small forward. This one's tough. Now, I told y'all I got Luka at small forward. So Luka's a small forward for me. He's just playing point forward right now for Dallas. But once he get older and slower and he gonna have to move away from that point guard position and let a real point guard play. So we'll see him playing small forward later in his career.
Slower than what he is now.
I mean, that's what happens when you get older, right? Unless you start observing Ramadan like Kyrie, because he jumping higher now.
If Luka gets slower than what he is now, then he's not even gonna make it to the game on time.
All right, so are we good with LeBron, Bird, KD, Dr. J, and Pippen as the 5?
I would swap Bird and KD.
Well, not in order. Just 5.
I would say that's fair.
Yeah.
That one more time. You said Bron, Bird, KD. Who else?
Dr. J and Pippen.
Damn, I don't know about that goddamn Pippen though, man. God,
all right. Well, so you got Gervin over Pippen then, because Gervin's a small forward. You got Gervin over Pippen at that 5th spot. Or would you like to see Paul Pierce, or would you like to see Elgin Baylor? You want Elgin Baylor there? You want Kawhi there?
I was about to say maybe Kawhi could.
I was thinking Kawhi
number 5 spot.
Okay.
I mean, Kawhi is like the epitome of two-way. Honestly, like the dude is a problem on defense. You can't score.
Oh, somebody said Dominique. What about Dominique?
Oh, that's a good one.
So I
think 5 is fluid and small forward too.
Okay, so 5 is open. So is Dr. J's spot at 4 open?
I don't know. You got to leave Dr. J in there, dog.
Okay,
I think that one might be Stone. I think
so we got one spot for small forward for number 5. All right. So who's actively playing that you think can overtake whoever we got at that? If it's Dominique, who's actively playing right now that you think can get that fifth spot by the time their career is over?
It could definitely be Kawhi for sure.
Definitely Kawhi. What about Luka? Could it be Luka?
No.
I don't even want to talk about Luka, man, because that's
I don't see
my motherfucking life, bro. Terrible.
Well, if the way the NBA is going, it'll probably end up being that way because he'll have the numbers for it. He'll have the numbers.
He won't be on my list. He won't be on my list.
Hey, say the line, E. Say the line.
The best basketball player you've ever seen, bro. Everything he does is, it's the sorriest thing. You'd be like, damn, that shit went in.
Hey, protagonist. The list was KD, Bird, LeBron, not in order. We can say LeBron, Bird, KD, whatever you want to say. Dr. J, and I had Pippen, but they talked me into Dominique Wilkins. So between Pippen and Dominique Wilkins, what's good, Christian?
What's happening, Christian?
Christian, thanks for the super chat.
Appreciate you, brother.
Heck no, not no Zion either.
Not no I think he's actually slid more to the power forward than anything.
Yeah, he's power forward. He's power forward.
But boy, he got a long way. First off, they say he done missed 55% of the games he could have played.
And wasted his time at Popeyes.
Man. Well, no, he down in Louisiana, so he getting real fried chicken.
They say he looking good now, though.
Yeah, he looking good now. Hey,
T-Mac, that's a good one.
Hey, ever since that,
so T-Mac was a 3. I thought T-Mac was a shooting guard.
T-Mac was both. It was weird, man. It was the only one that was a shooting guard most of his career was Vince Carter. T-Mac came in as a small forward because Vince Carter was the shooting guard, and then when he went to Orlando, he was the shooting guard because they got Grant Hill to play small forward, but Grant Hill never played. So sometimes they would move T-Mac to the small forward depending on who they had in the lineup. So it was just weird. He was doing both.
I can't. I'm looking at this one of these comments, and there's no KD in there at all.
I'm gonna go with the Kawhi on the.
That one is Havlicek over KD is crazy.
Because Kawhi, if he stay out of load management, he'll be all right. He got to stay that load management, he'll be all right.
Oh, Carmelo. Yeah, that's a.
You would have Melo over at number 5. Okay, so
I have Melo over Pippen, but I don't know
even still, if Melo's at the number 5, is there anyone actively playing right now? Kawhi, and that's the only one you think?
Part of me wants to say Jimmy Butler, man, but it's not consistent enough,
Jimmy.
Man. It's not consistent enough.
Jimmy is when you voting with your heart. You like, man, look how hard. He's still gonna lose, but look how hard he
playing.
I think Kawhi the only one, and Kawhi and Luka the only one, man.
Not even Luka. I can't say Luka.
Giannis
came into the league as a small forward. So can we say Giannis too? Or is it because he primarily plays before?
I'm dealing with him at power forward.
Okay.
Yeah. Power forward, bro. He's a power forward.
Hey, I see Shirade and thank you for being thank you for being one of our members, but he hasn't been watching KD. First of all, he had 5 blocks last game against Denver.
They done got Duck Dynasty off the ledge. They done got Duck Dynasty off the ledge. Don't y'all talk about his KD. Don't you say nothing about KD.
Man, listen, KD.
You say anything about KD, Mel is getting ready to spaz. He might fight you this season. I ain't lying. He don't even know KD. But he'll fight you this season.
I definitely ain't about to fight nobody on no daggone basketball. That's for sure.
Some of the comments are saying they can't take Melo over Pip.
KD's defense was questionable when he was in OKC. But as soon as he went to Golden State, his defense has been phenomenal, and he just can't shake that bad reputation from OKC, and it's been almost 10 years since then. This dude been
he's been only gotten better since Golden State as well, because a lot of people
it's even better now.
Realize how when he played in Brooklyn, a lot of people don't realize how good his defense was. I mean, he was giving Giannis problems in that series.
Unless Giannis went to the post. Go ahead.
Yeah.
KD is really still trying to live off that stain he got on him 10 years ago, but it's the same stain that LeBron had on him. The only difference is LeBron went and won some championships, and it kind of got it off of him a little bit, because I didn't like that shit when he went from Cleveland to Miami. I thought that was the most softest, weakest shit I've ever seen in my lifetime. But hey, that's the way basketball is now. Now we got super teams.
I don't like to call it soft or weak. I just like to call it less impressive than how it was done before them. Like the way MJ, Kobe, Magic, Bird did it is more impressive than how they doing it now. And I don't like when Stephen A. Smith calls it soft or weak and stuff like that, man. I think that's unfair, man. It wasn't soft. It's just less impressive.
Based on listen, it's just like your granddaddy. Your granddaddy be like, man, that's some old soft ass shit. That old soft ass. You better get your ass out there and fight.
I think the solid answer is Kawhi, though, who could take that 5th spot for sure.
Kawhi and Luka possibly. Hey, yeah, but Eric, old heads will tell you it's soft to be faithful to your old lady.
Emotional ass over on you got one wife. Shit. I was a Rolling Stone.
Oh man, that's too funny.
I was a Rolling Stone, son.
All right, this one's gonna be good. Power forwards, and some people already think Giannis is a top 5 power forward because he got 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year, and he won a ring without a super team. But I honestly don't think he's a good enough player to be top 5. And here's my top 5. Y'all probably go agree with 4 of them for sure. Y'all might not agree with my 5th one. Tim Duncan, Karl Malone, KG, Dirk Nowitzki, and Chris Webber. That's my 5. Giannis ain't in there.
Definitely got you with Tim Duncan.
Facts.
I'm with you with Karl Malone. You didn't say shit about Kevin Garnett.
He did.
I did. I said Garnett. I said KG. I said KG.
Okay, my bad. Dirk the Jerk.
Yep, Dirk.
Charles Barkley.
I didn't say Barkley. I got Webber over Barkley.
I would have Charles over Malone.
Over Malone.
Yeah.
Charles Barkley ain't been better than Malone a day in his life. And stop it, please. I can understand if you put Chuck over Webber at number 5, but Chuck ain't over Dirk, KG, Malone, or Duncan. How?
No, I didn't say over all of them. I just said over Malone.
Chris Webber was cold though, bro. You gotta get
Chris Webber was nice.
Yeah. So you gonna take Malone out of the top 5?
Nah, you can't take Malone out. I don't give a damn.
You can't take Malone out.
I'm not taking C Webb out.
Don't nobody touch Malone, goddamn.
Oh, okay. So either way, you got a solid 5. Eric got a solid 5. I was a little bit different. Is there room for anybody that's playing the power forward position right now? Anthony Davis, Giannis,
hell no, not Anthony Davis.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Why not Anthony Davis? Did you just see the game Anthony Davis just had?
And watch he be out for 2.5. As a matter of fact, I think they say he had an injury today. Let's see. What that shit say?
You take your ass out there and play 80-something games and see what happens.
He ain't took his ass out there and played 80-something games.
He played more. He done played more this season than he ever played before. I thought he was.
They said he's available today, but he got a knee injury, which is normal.
Hey, somebody want to put Dennis Rodman in the top 5?
No,
power forward.
Yeah, I can't do that. Ain't no way in the world.
No.
Ain't no way
as
in the
good
world.
As he was on defense, I don't think it was enough. Like just defense alone.
Yeah, you wasn't worried about Rodman scoring no bunch of points or nothing.
Nah. Dirk's a power forward.
Dirk is not a small forward.
Yeah. So y'all can't think of no power forwards. So y'all think Giannis can get that 5th spot? I think he can, but I just think Webber's better than him, and he's got to do more than just win one time and win a couple of MVPs. Like Webber's better than him, like hands down better than him.
What I think about it, and I'm with you on that, Mel, because Webber is an all-around player. Like he could shoot, he could take it to the hole,
he could dribble, he could pass.
Giannis, you put that motherfucker on the free throw line, you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know,
but you do know it's gonna take at least 10 seconds.
That motherfucker gonna take.
You do know you better box out too, because it's coming off the rim hard. No Diddy.
Yeah,
it's coming off the rim hard. No Diddy.
Yeah. Giannis, maybe. I also want to show a little love to Bam. I think if Bam get a better team around him, then he'd be able to excel or at least become the number 1. I think they still treating Jimmy as the number 1 when they need to start treating Bam as the number 1 down there in Miami.
That's a good point because I think he got more ability than what he's showing us right now. Only thing he's doing is playing in that Pat Riley system, and he's just rebounding, playing defense.
Yeah,
And
that's all.
and he's a good enough ball handler and passer where he could be used like Giannis on offense if he wanted to be. If he could be used like Jokic as a passer if he wanted to be. That's how good he is and skilled. They just don't use him like that.
Definitely
What is Giannis better than Rasheed?
No. Rasheed is better than Giannis, but Giannis has had a better career than Rasheed.
Yeah, I'll say that. But
so it's gonna be hard for Rasheed to be ranked over Giannis if you're making a ranking list.
But if Giannis can't jump Rasheed, then he definitely can't jump Weber.
He can't jump Weber.
Didn't Bosh play power forward?
Chris Bosh was crazy.
Bosh too.
Bosh is definitely better than Giannis too.
Yeah, he's a better basketball player than Giannis.
Golly, I'm glad you said that, E.
Yeah, Bosh.
I can't really say Boogie because Boogie was more of a center. He was just a center.
He was a center for sure.
But damn, I don't. Ooh, yeah. Oh man, Giannis would have to literally adapt a whole second half of a game and add it to the game he already has to even.
All you gotta do is foul. Keep fouling.
That's it. Yeah. Foul him and leave him at the top of the key wide open. He's gonna miss that shot 9 times out of 10.
Don't worry about it. You just foul him and be like, "This is our plan for Giannis." Foul him.
Now look, if Giannis just go out there and so if Eric is better than me at basketball, and he's better than me by a significant amount, but it's something else that I have that Eric don't have, and Eric can't get wins or he can't get no ring, and I go out and go get 5 of them. You gotta rank me above him. But if Eric is better than me, I go get 1 ring. That ain't enough to rank me above him. That's why Giannis. That's why people still got Barkley in front of Giannis. But if you just go out there and just, oh man, we got to reconsider it. Like we looking and we see that Barkley better than you, but you winning and Barkley couldn't win, so we got to consider you.
Yeah, but you know what? I hate putting that ring on it, man. But because Barkley during that era, man, the only reason Barkley didn't get no ring, man, because Jordan was playing back then.
Yeah, MJ.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
MJ closed a lot of people's career out without a ring.
I ain't mentioned McHale, even though I know he's good. I ain't mentioned McHale because I ain't never seen McHale play as a number 1. Everybody on my list was a number 1. They didn't have Bird to hide behind. You get what I'm saying? That's another reason why Stockton wasn't in my 5. He was a number 2 his whole career. Like these other dudes was number 1s and had all that pressure on them, and they succeeded. I didn't get to see Stockton what he could do as a number 1 or McHale.
Oh, somebody said
Sean Kemp.
Ooh, we talking about young Sean Kemp though. We ain't talking about Sean.
You got to take the whole body of work, bro.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, but we talking about young Sean Kemp, man. Sean Kemp was cold.
When Sean Kemp got chubby and lost his athleticism, he looked exactly like Kwame Brown on the court.
Speaking of, man, Kwame been quiet lately. I ain't heard no sound bites from him. He must be chilling on the farm.
Kwame, my dude, man. I like Kwame.
I think the center conversation gonna be crazy though, because
let's go to it then, because to me it's a lock. I don't think nobody can get in, but we got 3 guys that can be in consideration: Wemby, Embiid, and Jokic. But here's my fight.
Wemby's name up there already?
Yeah, heck yeah. Do you see his rookie season this year? He listen. The Jaren Jackson Jr. got the Defensive Player of the Year last season, and Wemby has already got more blocks and steals than him. And the season ain't even over yet. So the numbers that Jaren Jackson Jr. had last year that got him DPOY, Wemby already got it as a rookie. And that's just defense. You add his offense, and come on, man, what are we even talking about? Wemby, this gonna be the worst season we ever see Wemby have, his rookie season. Next year is up. But Kareem, Hakeem, Wilt, Russell, Shaq.
Okay, say it again.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Hakeem
Olajuwon, Wilt Chamberlain.
Yep.
Every time I try to say Wilt Chamberlain, I say Whip. I'm just commit to Whip. Wilt Chamberlain, Russell, Bill Russell, and Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay, yeah, you can't do nothing with
Can't nobody who I don't think it's like as good as Jokic is.
Yeah, you can't do nothing with
And
that.
as good as Embiid is, they can't get it. They can't get that 5. But I think Wemby might be able to move Shaq out of there.
Hell no.
He ain't gonna be
Well,
If anybody's gonna get moved out that top 5, it's gonna be Wilt.
Nah, Wilt ain't going nowhere. How can Wilt go? What?
We ain't got no proof of that 100-point game. We ain't got no proof of that 100-point game.
But we got proof of him averaging 50 for a season.
Against who? Against a bunch of 5'9" part-time accountants, bro.
That ain't his fault. He ain't on the NBA. He ain't got nothing to do with that.
I don't know. Me personally, I'm fine with the list as is, but
hey, you know what?
If somebody is moving, it's gonna be Wilt for me.
Hey,
There's no way.
Let me tell you the honest to God truth, bro. The only reason that Wilt was doing the things he was doing is because they was segregating. They was picking and choosing what black players they was gonna let in the league back then. So that ain't his fault.
Yeah, for sure.
He definitely not moving
Shaq the only them other dudes is the foundation of the league and history. You know, the only people that's new that's in there at that position is Hakeem and Shaq, and Hakeem is way better than Shaq. Shaq is the only one that can be moved. Kareem, Wilt, and Russ can't go nowhere.
I cannot move Shaq because Shaq was destroying the league when he was in his prime. He might have had He might have had a bad 4 or 5 last years, but he could win you a championship. You play with Shaq can win you a championship. Shaq was lazy as a motherfucker though, but
yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was just lazy. Motherfucker got to dating hoops and shit and tripping and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before then, when he was regular Shaq, when he had his wife and his kids, he was doing regular shit. Shaq was a force.
Breaking backboards.
Oh man, tearing goals down. You never seen no shit.
We had to get the type of rim change because of Shaq. Like,
yeah, Shaq was different, bro.
I don't know, bro.
Do you think it was a good thing that he put all that muscle on in LA, or should have stayed like he was in Orlando?
Nah, he should have. He really.
Is there an in between? Can we get like an in between?
That bro said they had him listed at 330 in LA, and that was a lie. He said he was like 405.
405 is crazy. God damn.
That was lying when they said it was 330.
Luka got that number painted above his door jamb when he leave the house every day. I'm trying to be 405.
They said, "Hey, I gotta find that clip where he said, man, I was 4 plus in LA."
He said that himself?
Yeah, he said that. He said,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
God damn.
If Shaq was Shaq, but I'm talking about the young Shaq, fresh in the league Shaq. If in a perfect world, if he had went to LA with Kobe, man, they might have had about 6-7 championships.
Yeah, but that 400-pound Shaq that was still moving pretty fast, and you couldn't.
Bro, I'm saying, bro, for 400 moving like that, bro.
Right.
Yanking, bro. What up, though?
What up, dog? What up, man?
You the first segment where you just missed a good one, man. You got to go back and watch this one.
Oh Lord,
yeah, it was good. We was talking about each position, and the top 5 guys of all time at the position, and we were listing them, and then we was trying to figure out if there's any active players that even got a chance of taking somebody out of that top 5. And we on the center position now, and it's pretty locked, man. Because if you got Kareem, Hakeem, Wilt, Bill Russell, and Shaq, how can Jokic, Wemby, or Embiid even get in there?
They would have to have some godly numbers.
And I think Wemby might be able to do it. And if Wemby does it, who comes out of the 5?
He moving, and Mel says Shaq. I can't take Shaq out.
I can't move Shaq.
I said Wilt. If there was somebody to move into that top 5, it would be Wilt for me. I can't. It's not gonna be Hakeem. It's not gonna be Kareem.
Shaq. You can't do Shaq. You can't do Wilt. You can't do Bill.
Nah, I don't think you can move Hakeem. Come on, we can't stop sleeping on.
You can't move Kareem either.
Well, in that case, you can't move nobody out the center position.
That's what I'm saying. It's locked.
Yeah, it's locked. I think center is locked.
I think that's probably the only position that's a lock.
We got to see what Wemby gonna do. Shit, I don't even know. That motherfucker just came in the league yesterday.
Do we need to cut it off by errors and say, all right, this is done?
He nice.
Wemby is nice.
That Wemby dude nice though.
Yeah. Hey, look, ever since Jamal Russell, I ain't getting too excited on nobody in the league.
Hey, look, listen. When we do these lists, do we need to cut it off and say, man, this era is too different to compare, and we need to make a new top 5 for this era, and just cut it off at like what 2005? Cut it off when LeBron came in.
So to your point, like I know we want to give Wilt, Kareem, and Bill. Well, okay, we want to give Wilt and Bill they flowers.
Right.
Got to.
That's fine. But I can guarantee that none of us on this screen was old enough to see them play.
You right. You definitely right about that.
Maybe Mel.
But hey, Lamar.
I'm sorry. I had to throw that shot in there. It was free money, man. Free money.
Free money.
Look, hey, but you know what though?
Yeah.
Lamar.
Yeah.
We can't forget about him because the game wouldn't be where it is today without him.
I understand that. But for me, when I always do a top 5 anything, I always preference everything with this of people that I have witnessed. Because I can't, as much as I want to give Bill and Wilt they flowers for what they did for the game of basketball, I can only go off of what's on ESPN Classic and what I can find on YouTube of highlights. So I can only understand their impact through highlights. Now, Jordan, I saw the back half of his career. Kobe, saw all of his career. LeBron, saw all of his career. That's why I can make that point where I could put them in the top 5 because from what I've seen and their impact on that game. That's why I got Jordan where I have him in my top 5. That's why I have Kobe where I do in my top 5. That's why I have LeBron where I have him in my top 10. So that's just what I do. So
I mean that's fair. So if we followed that, and shout out to you for even coming and giving us our 4th guy for the night, man. This Lamar from IW Sports, man. Go to IW Sports on YouTube and give them a sub, and also they got a Facebook group. IOW Sports as well, and y'all can go join that. But so appreciate you coming through. But so if we did that,
and he's a real Chiefs fan.
He's a real Chiefs fan.
Hey, I had to update it for the people. Had to update it.
I'm going to get it.
Look, okay, so if we did that though, that mean we would be taking out. We would leave Kareem because we seen Kareem because he played so long.
Yes.
So Wilt and Russ, we would have to have them in the list that with the people that we didn't see play. We'll make our own top 5 for that, and then for the people we did see play, starting in the 80s, we have a top 5. So everybody before the 80s, we won't have. So with that being said, it's 2 spots open. It's only Shaq, Hakeem, and Kareem, and Wilt and Russ is not in there. So who would you put in there right now to finish the 5 off?
The Admiral.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So it'll be players that you would put in there before the centers that we got playing now, like Jokic, Embiid, and Wemby.
As much as I want to, I'm a hate saying this, man. But if there's 2 spots opening up now because we're doing it, we're splitting it in errors, then they haven't even done enough to pass Dwight Howard yet.
Oh, I'm with you on that. That ain't a high. I'm with you on that. I got Dwight. Hey, you know what? I'm glad you said that, Chris. I might go with exactly what you and Lamar said. I might go with David Robinson and Dwight.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris.
Finish the 5 off.
Dwight would be number 5 because the Admiral coming before him, but no.
Moses Malone. I forgot about Moses too. Moses.
That wasn't our era, dog. Yeah. He was 5 years old when we got time. Shit about basketball. Moses Malone was old as shit.
Hey man, don't do that, dog.
Moses Malone was goddamn. Yeah, that motherfucker last game ain't deuce.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm looking in the comments. We seeing some names like Patrick Ewing and Alonzo Mourning. I think they're honorable mentions. But here's my thing with Jokic. Obviously, I'll give him props for what he's been able to do. But until he got with Mike Malone, I mean, there was times where Jokic was just a body on the team.
Yeah,
and Mike Malone came up with an offense to feature him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but he cold though. Jokic cold.
No. I'm not hating on his skill set, but just to insert him over all-time greats.
I'm not doing that.
To your earlier comment, I forget which one we were talking about, right? But you said when somebody is a better player but doesn't have the rings to touch, right? So you got two people and one is a better player. I think Jokic might end up being the one that ends up just getting the rings, that you have to include the rings in that conversation to make him a better player. I don't think Jokic will be a better player than a David Robinson or Dwight Howard or a Shaq, you know what I'm saying, like that. But if he ends up just continuing to win, then you're gonna have to factor in, the rings and be like, all right, well, now we gotta, put him above so and so and so and so. But I think that's the only way he'll end up being better than the top 5 that we got.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna open the phone lines up, man. The phone number is right there. Phone lines are open, and we trying something new. And I don't know why I didn't think of this, man. But when last time somebody used Skype? If y'all want to, if you overseas and you can't call the number, you can hit that Skype. You can scan that Skype and we can try to get you in that way.
Come on, overseas.
Listen, I use Skype for ungodly things. So
overseas stuff. Like, so it should work then. Will it work though, Chris? It should work.
Skype should work. Skype is just a Wi-Fi thing. It's not based off of a phone number.
So. All right, so y'all can either search Man Down Sports on Skype, or y'all can scan that barcode up there.
Bro, hey, Skype and Uvu, bro. Man, listen. Ungodly things.
Man, that man Chris was over there throwing Diddy parties with the Skype back in the
day. On Skype. Yeah. Gave his phone a virus. Caller from Pennsylvania. What's up, man?
What's up, man? It's 33 Susie from Pittsburgh, man. I just wanted to say, first and foremost, we had a discussion a few shows ago when we was talking about how the players nowadays is track stars, run fast, jump high, all that type of stuff.
Right.
And I'll say this. You can't count Wilt Chamberlain out in any era because he was an elite athlete in multiple different ways, not even counting his skill set as a basketball player.
I agree.
So if you drop Wilt Chamberlain into the league right now, he's dominating damn near every center, if not every center in the league, off of pure athletic ability. And since that's what most of these players is predicated on nowadays, he would definitely be the best.
I'm gonna say one thing, and then I'm gonna let the panel jump in. But this era is so dumb that they would have Wilt Chamberlain on the bench. I guarantee you.
You think so?
Yeah, they wouldn't even throw it in the post to him.
Even him being the only center to ever lead the league in assists.
Yes, he would be on the bench. We would never know he could pass. He would be on the bench with Andre Drummond, DeAndre Jordan, Bo, Nurkic, like all these centers that want to post up. Sit down. We want you to set screens. And if you ever get a mismatch, you better go to the 3-point line, because that means that the point guard got a mismatch, and we want him to drive to the hole. Name a center other than Jokic and Embiid that post up.
I'll wait.
None of them.
AD don't even post up.
Dwight Howard and DeMarcus Cousins can't even get a job.
And that's
which is crazy.
Dang.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
And they walk in double doubles, bro. They walk in double doubles.
And DeMarcus, if he gets signed right now, he's the third best center in the league. behind Jokic and Embiid.
I've never been the biggest Dwight Howard fan because I felt like he needed to work on his game, like his skill set a little bit more.
I agree.
But at the same time, he was a freak athlete, bro. Like in today's era, like I still feel like he would be productive, man. He would be averaging at least 18, 25 points a game, somewhere in that range. If the team actually cared about him and put some responsibility in his hands.
Him and Boogie would definitely be at least 17 and 12 guys a night, at least.
For sure. And I think just like y'all often talk about, like the skill set, especially at the center position, just continue to get watered down way more than it ever has been. Nobody has good footwork anymore. Nobody knows how to actually play the position. They just tall. That's why you see all these dudes trying to do Allen Iverson cross up moves and pull up from three because they can't fight down there in the paint.
Yeah, they don't have what it takes, and most of them don't even practice post moves down there, man. If they do get the ball in the post, man, they seem lost. And if they do have a post move, they only got one, and they probably can't do it twice in a row. But yeah, man, that was a good call, man. I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna open the phone line up and get some more in here.
All right, for sure. Thanks,
all right,
man.
Thanks.
Have a great rest of the show.
All right, man. Thank you, bro.
Appreciate it. I feel like a lot of these bigs now they practice playing and working for a foul instead of working for the shot.
Nah, they just shoot threes and set screens. They don't practice the post at all. It's not even in the playbook. Yeah, it's not.
So, hey, that's why when you watch them college boys play, when they get the ball close to the rim, they don't know what to do with it. They like, oh my God, let me pass it.
Oh. Dino, what's good, big dog?
Family, what's good?
What's
How
up?
we doing?
We good.
What up, my boy?
Salutations.
You know, I had to tap in when we said post work. You know, I like to talk ball. That's ball.
All right, bet. I'm gonna let you go. Let me say this real quick. Hey man, somebody from overseas try to Skype that. I want to see if it worked. Go ahead.
Man, nah, chill, bro. Hey, you doing good for your ratings right now. Don't get them jacked up with your time.
Hey,
hold on, Dino. Hold on.
Up on your goddamn screen. Keep playing.
Hey, for real.
Oh man. All right, man. I got Dino and hold on. I got Dino and I got my boy McLean on. Dino, you go first, and then when you done, I'm gonna go with McLean. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't got much, man. I just wanted to touch on the post work. You said big that who else that do post work? I like Mo Wagner. I like Brooke Lopez. I like
Brooke don't go on the post no more.
Brooke and Sabonis worked out of the post real well.
Sabonis trash in the post, man, and he's in the high post. He's in the high post passing like Draymond most of the time, and like Jokic. Brooke Lopez don't even go there no more because Giannis don't allow him to. Huh?
Is it because he doesn't have the green light? Because I've seen him take the shots that he passes up a lot of shots.
Nah, it's because you can't be in the lane for Giannis. You got to be out of the lane. So that's why he's shooting more threes now.
Mm-hmm.
But he was cold in the post. I just ain't seen him work out. He can work out in the post and get 20 if he wanted to every night.
Every night, yeah, absolutely.
Take that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. McLean, what's up?
Who?
My boy McLean. Can you hear me? You on the phone?
They've been in the military a long time.
Bones. You want me to call you Bones? No Diddy. Go ahead.
No
Go ahead.
Diddy. God damn.
His name.
Hi guys. Long time listener, third time caller. What's going on, fam? How you doing?
What's up?
I'm surviving. Well, I called here and I thought we were talking about Dwight Howard, and I was just going to come in here and just point out the fact that Dwight Howard had one move the entire time to get the better to the big man. All Dwight knew was dunk. He's basically the Incredible Hulk of offense. Get the ball, Dwight dunk. That's it. Yet somehow they didn't stop this man from dropping 20. And that's then when the big men were better and like more stronger interior wise. Dwight Howard play right now, he would dominate with
For sure.
one move. Only reason possibly he wouldn't dominate is because the way they coach now is like threes. So like they would be trying to get more threes and give him the ball less to work in the post. But skill-wise, talent-wise, definitely, like, I want to say more offensively talented, just off of dominance than most big men right now. But defensive-wise, I mean, I don't see anybody that's anywhere near close to how good he was defensively. And I think that's strongly overlooked and not we don't remember Dwight Howard for some reason if it didn't just happen.
Yeah. Now, but you know what? You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy though, Bones?
One thing. Can I disagree on one thing?
Yeah.
Dwight didn't only have one move. Dwight used to post hook you from any block. He used to hit a little semi fade from the inside mini elbow range. It wasn't just one move, man. Dwight, so it was a full package offensively. It was hyperbole, but at the same time, it was overlooked because of his athleticism. It was hyperbole, but at the same time, it kind of wasn't. Dwight led the league in dunks by like as much as everybody else. That's where he got to. He had those other moves that we use occasionally, but like for the most part, Dwight down here trying to dunk.
Yeah,
it's hyperbole. That's all he could do, though.
Yeah,
so I admit that I'm being entertaining because I'm on TV. My mom might be watching.
Yeah. Hey, but Bones, I will say this though. The unique thing about Dwight is Stan Van Gundy, what they're doing now with having 4 shooters around the 3-point line and setting screens with their center. That was their offense. That's what they're doing now in the league. But Orlando was doing it before everybody. That was their offense. They had Michael Petrie, Turkoglu, JJ Redick, Jameer Nelson, and freaking Rashard Lewis, and then Dwight, right? And it was
Magic team was crazy.
Yeah, and they never went in the post that much to Dwight. All they did was set high screening rolls and let him roll to the rim for the lob. That was the offense. That's why he wasn't getting 30 and he was only getting 20. And that's why he wanted. And that's why he wanted to leave Orlando, because Stan Van Gundy wouldn't throw the ball in the post to him.
Yeah, we'll see how it works out. But this was a perfect answer for him. He should have been happy with that.
Yeah, he
but
might.
The defensive prowess of Dwight Howard, the fact that Dwight Howard is like the new age Moses Malone. Like, it didn't take long to forget about Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard wasn't just doing this not too long ago.
Facts. And
I get what you're saying.
And they left him out of the top 75. But all right, man, let me clear the lines, man, because these dudes have already told me if this go over 2 hours today, they're not coming back, man. So we gotta make sure we make these phone calls short.
All right, thanks, y'all.
All right, man. Thanks. Yeah, appreciate it.
A 6-hour podcast.
All right, we'll take one more. Last phone call. Caller from Los Angeles. What's up? What's up? We good.
Hey.
So I was thinking, can we? So for the top 5 of centers, I know it looks like it's pretty tight, but can we ignore George Mikan?
Yes.
Okay. So we can ignore 23 and 13 and 5 championships with two repeats.
Yes.
And why is that?
Because there's only 5 spots, and we got 5 people better.
So he's out of everybody on your list, he has the most championships except for one guy, right? And
No. Kareem and Russell.
You're right. Okay, so Kareem does have. So he has more. So he has more championships than three people on your list.
Okay.
And he averaged 23 and 13. And you don't think he's even? Is he your top 10? Is he close to your top 5, or you just completely you guys not even thinking about him?
No, he probably in the top 10 for sure.
Probably in the top 10. Yeah, we'll give him that.
Yeah, but to touch this top 5, the top 5 is pretty book solid.
That top 5 is hard, man. That's a hard.
It's tough, yeah.
I think the center top 5 might be like the greatest top 5.
Hey, let me tell you how hard it is. Lamar had he had to go in there and make us look at the era of the type of people we was watching.
Yeah.
Even though the whole planet has seen these people. My daddy, all them people seen these people play. But Lamar said since he hadn't personally seen them play.
Get him out of here.
No. Look. I got no beef with putting Will and Bill in any top 5. I have no beef with it. I'm just saying when I do my top 5 is I can't sit here and just cap like I seen Bill and Wilt dominate a game like I seen Shaq dominate a game. I seen Shaq even go coast to coast with it back in early Magic days. So when I seen what Shaq was doing, and I will never ever dismiss what Hakeem was doing. I mean, people want to sleep on Hakeem like he wasn't a beast, like he wasn't an animal. Why don't y'all go ask these new generations GOAT who he sought out to get post moves and get taught on post moves. So, you know, I can't dismiss certain people like Hakeem, Shaq, Dwight, David Robinson, and just act like they did, like they couldn't dominate. Don't get me wrong. Hey, for the older heads older than me, hey, y'all can have all y'all talk about Bill and Wilt all you can. I'm just saying for me, I'm only 36. So I can't talk about Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain as if I seen them domination. I just
you're barely talking about Jordan at 36.
Oh, that's what I'm going to ask too. I mean,
hey, I seen enough. I seen enough.
Dance again. Watch The Last Dance one more time.
Hey, look, now I didn't live through the era to watch George Mikan play, but I seen highlights and I wasn't impressed, man. If I walked in the gym, open gym, the only thing George Mikan can do for me is show me where Wilt at. And I'm being dead serious.
Point me in the direction of the real teacher.
I was going to ask you guys because we didn't. None of us really saw Mikan, Russell, or Chamberlain, right? But yeah. I was going to ask you. I don't know. Just say you saw some clips, but it seems like I thought you guys were probably ranking him. You guys left him out of that because Russell just has too many more championships than him, and then. In terms of individual statistics, even though he has more championships than Wilt's individual statistics are just too off the charts. And then even though George Mikan's individual statistics are better than Bill Russell's, for the most part, I mean, because Bill Russell averaged 15 points per game, George Mikan averaged 23 points per game, but I think Russell probably averaged like something crazy for the rebounds, and Mikan only averaged like 13 rebounds. But I'm thinking you probably put Russell over him because Russell has too many championships, and you put Wilt over Mikan because his statistics were just too crazy. Is that correct?
Not quite for me. For me, it was mostly who the better player is, right? That's if we was breaking this up in the pie, that would be 3/4 of the pie. Who's the better player? And then to kind of nitpick, I probably would go to, well, what did you do with how good you was as a player? Like, how successful were you? I would go to that, right? I wasn't going too much into, you get what I'm saying? It's a different approach where you say, who's the better player? Give me a handful or maybe 10 guys who's the best player I ever seen at this position. And then let's start to separate them by what they was able to do with their skill set. And if I need to separate them more, then I might go to how often did they win. And if I need to separate it again, I might go to, okay, let's look at their stats, right? But what other people do is they go backwards and they go straight to stats first, and then separate people that way, right? That's that's like the last separator for me. The first separator for me is who's better.
Yeah. Were you guys able to tell who's better with the limited amount of like video that you've seen of Wilt, George Mikan, and Bill Russell? The best way
we could, yeah. But not to the tone of what we can, like what Lamar said, the guys that we were able to see them get drafted and go through a whole career. Of course not. We it's not an even playing field because I'm getting to see all of you. But guess what? That's also a flip side to that, because if I seen you from start to finish, I seen you good and bad. With Russell, we haven't seen his bad. We didn't see where all right, here's a marquee game against Wilt. Let's see what you do, and then you get 8 up. We ain't get to see that. We ain't get to see him go.
Record show he was putting Wilt in that blender. So
I'm sure, but I'm saying as far as seeing it, that's different. We didn't get to see his bad. All we know about Russell is his good.
And the fact that you bring it up, and we don't know him like that.
But not only that, hey, Bill Russell's he's part of a dynasty, part of a Boston Celtics dynasty where he's going to get made to look in a certain way in like or more than most players. Like when you part of that dynasty, that was part of, I guess, the building blocks of basketball, of NBA basketball, with him and Red Auerbach and the rest of them boys. Like that man was part of something that a lot of people put so much on a pedestal because of where he played. I mean, the
Celtics as a whole have 17 championships, and he got 11 of them.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
There's no way. Like, come on now.
I was thinking that the Bill Russell averaging 15 points. I was thinking that what doesn't seem like a good look, and it made me think about something that I had a conversation with Mel a few days ago about how maybe how deceptive can statistics be? For example, he brought up that I believe this season Luka Doncic is averaging 9 rebounds, and then he explained why that is, and it made sense. But I was wondering, there's another thing that Shannon Sharp said back when he was Undisputed. He said that every time Will Chamberlain and Bill Russell matched up, Will Chamberlain averaged 29 and 29 on Bill Russell. And I looked it up. It was pretty much 20. It was 30 and 28. So every time Will Chamberlain matched up against Russell, he averaged 30. Will Chamberlain averaged 30 points and 28 rebounds. And then I think Shannon Sharp just evened it out to 29 and 29. And then we have, I don't know how much Gilbert Arenas has seen of Bill Russell, but he said that Bill Russell, this is what Gilbert Arenas said. He said that Bill Russell was like a hustle man, a hustle player. They didn't really give him the ball. And I was thinking, like, that's not like somebody that didn't have too much skills. So I don't know how much Gilbert Arenas saw to say that. I don't know if he's judging them by the 15 points per game, or did he see some footage? But
he probably, he Gilbert Arenas claimed he watched footage, but if I can come up with that same conclusion by watching the footage that he was a 6'11" left-handed Dennis Rodman. But I think he had more touch around the rim than Dennis Rodman and more scoring ability. He just didn't do it. He made a decision not to score that much, kind of like Tim Duncan did. Like, we all say Tim Duncan is the best power forward, but when you look at him playing that Popovich offense, he didn't come out and try to get 30 every game. He just didn't. Could he get 30 every game?
Oh,
absolutely.
He could. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you know what's crazy? You know what? I get that you bring up the numbers that might have been better with the numbers, but here's the reality of it. Russell got 11 championships.
Mm-hmm.
So Boston had just a better team all around than whatever team Wilt was on.
Right. I agree with that. And one more thing about the shooting guards. So you guys what players do you guys have locked for shooting guards, for the top shooting guards?
Kobe and Jordan. That's only locks.
I got Mike, Kobe, AI, and Wade. Those are my locks.
As far as when you say Kobe, Wade, can you guys rank in terms of just skill and who has better skills and who is the better basketball player? All three of Shaq's like superstar shooting guards between Kobe, Wade, and Penny Hardaway.
That's not even a question. You already know the answer to that.
I think you actually put it. I think you put it in the correct order when you said it too.
Okay, after Kobe, who do you have after him in terms of basketball skills?
I say Dwayne Wade.
Penny.
Ooh.
I like Penny
through the ranks.
Yeah, but he was a point guard though, so
yeah, I like Penny.
Well, yeah, but he's 6'7". He's 6'7". They have him as both. So I thought because he's 6'7", I thought, okay, that's probably more of a shooting guard. But I know he is listed as both.
No, he played. He played point guard in Orlando. Then when he had the foot injury,
he went to
shoot. By the time he got to Phoenix, he went to shooting guard and small forward. Which, but that Phoenix squad, man, Penny Hardaway was so different after his foot injury.
Right.
I remember Phoenix had Jason Kidd, Penny Hardaway, Cliff Robinson, Sean Marion, Kevin Johnson came out of retirement to play backup point guard. They had a squad, but nobody could guard Kobe. Penny Hardaway couldn't guard him. Sean Marion couldn't guard him. They had to put Jason Kidd on Kobe. Penny could not keep up with Kobe. It was unreal. And I was like, I remember when he was in Orlando, him and Kobe was like almost neck and neck. That's how bad an injury could take some of these players out, man. Penny was not the same, bro.
Right.
Yeah, but all right, man. Thanks for the call, man. You got us for 30 minutes. All right, man. Yeah.
1 second. Let me give 1 more second in.
Hey, he got us, didn't he? Hey,
what about Diddy? What do you think about Diddy?
He's stupid.
Oh man. Penny Hardaway all day, man, for sure. Wiz, man, baller. Thanks, man. Oh man, member for a month already. Dope. All right, man. Let's move.
Come on, man. Next subject, man. We have 30. We have 40 minutes.
I think we're doing good, though.
Hold on, man. 1 second, man. Hold on. Hey, wait a minute. What about this dude?
Oh man, hold on.
Wow, bro.
Oh man, hold on. Did I?
We got everybody, man.
Oh, what?
Senior citizen moment.
You think? Hey, it might be a scene. Now I'm looking for something. Hold on. I'm making sure everything.
You smell toast? You good?
Oh no, there we go. We good. I thought my stuff got moved around.
Oh, okay.
All right, man. Let's move to Steph Curry, man. We go. All right. So if you didn't see it,
oh my goodness,
I feel bad for my boy. Golly.
You got a video clip? You got a video clip of it?
Nah, I ain't trying to get demonetized, so I ain't playing no video clips, man. But basically what happened, Draymond Green gets kicked out before the 4-minute mark in the game. 2 technical fouls, arguing with the ref, bumping the ref, stepping on the ref foot, called him a BAN.
Woo. That's a good old-fashioned ban. Called him a ban?
Called him a ban.
Yeah. Called him a ban, did it? That's the most disrespectful thing you can say to another man.
And was shocked that he got kicked out. Right. And then,
hey, not shocked that he got kicked out, right, bro?
What are everybody kicking on me for?
You kicking me out? You kicking me out? What?
No, I swear to God, bro. I just watched the clip of his podcast of him explaining what happened.
Hey, man.
And when he said that's the most disrespectful shit you can say to a man, it just played that clip in my head like. That man is wild.
And his accountability level is at an all-time low because instead of him saying what you really supposed to say, this dude go say, I wish I would have turned my body and angled it
faster
so he couldn't see what I was saying.
Hey.
So you don't have no problem with calling him a BAN. And I remember Kobe getting fined a lot of money because he said the F word, which is a slur, and he got fined a lot of money. He wasn't even directing it at the ref. He just, it is what it is, right? And he had to apologize to the LGBT community.
Hey, he have one of these looks on his face
like,
me
at first, and then he just walked. He knew. As a matter of fact, it seemed like he wanted to get kicked out. I don't think he wanted to play. And the bad thing about it is they fighting for a play-in spot, and if they would have lost that game because the Rockets won, they would have been out of the playoffs, and they would have been 1 game behind the Rockets.
I like how you said not a playoff spot, a play-in.
Yeah.
They fighting for a play-in spot, bro.
Exactly.
They fight.
Well, listen to how they broke it down on a show this morning.
What I think of it was a joke, to be honest with you. I mean, look, he can say all he wants about he understands what he has to do. The problem is he's like the boy who cried wolf. I mean, like, to me, I don't only blame Draymond. I blame the organization. You can't continue to say, all right, and put him right back in the game. All right, put him right back in the game. You talk about the dynasty of the Golden State Warriors. It's over. It's done. The culture creators in that locker room have to take ownership of what's going on. And you know what? This isn't Steve Kerr, although he's got it up. Don't play the dude. He's absolutely killing your culture, your identity, and basically everything that you built. Eventually, no means no. It's like when you're dealing with your kids. If no means yes, then you know what? You shouldn't have said no. So your actions as a coach, as an organization, have to be a whole lot stronger because you can't just say, hey, I know it's Draymond, we're disappointed. If I'm Steph Curry, hey, Steph Curry, that's your locker room. You're the culture creator for the Golden State Warriors. You've got to take a stronger stand. Steve Kerr's got to take a stronger stand. And you know what? So the way it is right now, the Golden State Warriors aren't going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. You're going to have to blow this thing up. So why not make a strong statement and say, you know what? We've got to move on. It might impact us in the playoffs this year, Who cares about it? We're not winning a national championship this year anyway. So make a strong statement about the culture of your organization.
They're not.
So before y'all go, I want to play one more clip, and I think this is the problem because the players and the alumni, the retired players and all that stuff that have podcasts and it's on ESPN, they keep enabling him and acting like this junk is funny. Gilbert Arenas and all these dudes that like Draymond because he's a likable guy, right? And most people like Draymond. I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer was a likable guy. So was daggone. Yeah, I'm just being real, man. Like that's how they get. Like serious, it's almost like
about getting demonetized for a clip.
No, but it's almost like those. It's almost like those family members or people that married in your family who everybody likes, but he whooping your cousin. He going up. He tossing her head between the wash and dry every Friday night. But he's so likable when he come around. You luck him at the cookout. He your spades partner. All this crazy stuff. And it's like, man, dang, I want to beat this dude up, but this dude's so likable. I can't imagine that he going upside her head like that. Man, what is she doing? He's one of those things, and he probably love bombs real well after he beat up. That's why she ain't left yet, and that's what Steph is going through. That's why he was crying because he's like, I can't get out of this. After the game, Steph came in the daggone thing. Everybody was chinning him up. Yeah, he over there doing the night pose and smiling and hugged him and said thank you because he knew if they lost that game,
been on his ass.
Always go follow him. But this is how they talk with Draymond when he goes and visits podcasts.
Once somebody go there, I don't know how to stop. Like,
oh, we know. Your mixtape this year been crazy.
The one with Buddy from the Lakers.
Oh, Bando.
I said, bro, he having too much fun, bro.
But check this out, though. I got a question for y'all. Every time I do something, y'all start doing this.
Yeah.
What does that say about you as a man?
He trying to get you fun. That's sweet.
Like, that's corny to me.
Yeah, that is.
And so I have a hard time respecting that. Like, every time I do something, the first thing you do is jump up like, yo, review him.
Nasty.
Like, oh, I got kids. Like, why are you trying to get them to take more money from me? I think that's corny.
That's corny.
I don't know, man. I'm losing more and more respect for these guys in the league.
The niggas be knowing what you up against too. They already nitpicking them. That shit was just funny, bro. Your reaction. I wasn't expecting you to do that.
That shit was funny.
Like, I didn't want you to get fined or none of that shit, but I'm like, bro, he's a fucking clown. Look at this nigga. He enjoying this shit too fucking much. Bro.
Like the other day when y'all played the clips, I said, bro, clown. Bro, having fun, bro.
Also, why was the camera on me at that moment, man? Like, let me be.
Gonna be on you, know what time it is.
Man, let me be.
You earned this, bro. You earned the ISO.
ISO Kim all game, bro.
ISO Dre for sure.
Can't take them serious, man. It's not funny.
All
right, y'all. Go ahead.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
If you know they're doing it to get a reaction from you, stop giving them a reaction. He playing into he playing into if they know what kind of guy you are, they know that doing certain things is going to trigger you, and you abide by, you just fall right into, bro.
That ain't even what I heard. What I heard is him trying to blame the people. He's mad because people is calling him out for the stuff he's doing, and he said, "I got kids. Why would you try to get them to take my money from me? Are you serious? You don't think the dudes that you choking got kids? You don't think Jordan Poole got kids? Like, serious? Are you serious? The dudes you calling the dudes you calling the B word on camera ain't got no kids or no old lady they got to go home to. You the victim.
You the victim. Valid point. Sounds like a lack of accountability to me. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I know I'm playing against Golden State, I'm gonna say everything under the sun because I know how to get under somebody's skin. Ask Chris. So if I know I can say something to you and that's gonna trigger you and possibly get you kicked out the game, and you a player they need, I'm doing it every game,
every time.
Eric, this I want everybody to go look this up because if you wasn't watching the NBA back then, you probably missed it. But the Seattle Supersonics, when they was in the finals against the Bulls, they had a power forward by the name of Brikowski. Out of the 82 games that season, he got in 0 of them. George Carr started him in the finals just to get Rodman to foul out or get in a fight. This dude was in the starting lineup just for Rodman so he can start a fight. Man, that joke was so funny. I said, wait, this dude ain't got no games and you start him in the finals?
Yeah.
That joke was hilarious, bro.
I know exactly what to go to. Hey, Eric, they'd be like, Eric, the coach be like, Eric, I know you ain't played all year long. Just go talk to Draymond. That's all I do.
That's it.
Go get him to hit you. You might get hit. But we gonna get you on the back end. Don't worry about it.
Hey, they'll give you MVP of the finals just for that, dog.
Exactly.
Turn into Miami Brian when it's time to go and antagonize Draymond.
All right, so fellas, all right, let's be real. We know the old saying, live by the gun, die by the gun. All right.
Yeah.
I understand what that first group was saying. Oh, blow it up, do this, do that. No, it's too late. You can't ask Steve Kerr and Steph to go and try to change the culture. Y'all been allowing it for so long. You can't change it now. You got to live and die by it. Because the fact of the matter is they have literally been enabling that behavior since the beginning of the time. I mean, me and Mel have had discussions about this.
Yep.
The fact that you go from owner to general manager to coach to player saying, man, we are a championship team only if we have Draymond Green. The moment you talk like that, you have put yourself in a corner to say that you aren't not a championship team without him. That's what you're saying. So you must live and die with him, with his bullshit, with his antics, because that's what you've enabled. So they got to deal with it. They already gave him the extension. Ain't no other team taking that on. Who's going to pay $25 million for a hyped up facility?
Walking technical foul.
Nobody.
Right.
Nobody.
What you call him, Chris?
A walking technical foul.
Hey, they done gave this dude all that money, and now he's like, I got the contract. Now I can act however the hell I want to act. I'm good. Yeah.
Fool.
And they done ran off Wiseman, KD, and Poole for this fool.
Act a fool.
Crazy.
He got the green light to act a straight fool, bro.
I would have kept KD though.
No, KD didn't want to stay.
I would have been like, KD, what you need me to do?
Exactly.
Is it Draymond?
Hey,
is it Draymond?
Yeah, Draymond gotta go. But that's not what they did. They said, hey man, this dude right here from Saginaw, Michigan, he is our key to championships.
And he make Michigan look so bad. God damn, bro. We don't
act like this. He makes Caesar from the Planet of the Apes look bad too.
Come on, man.
Caesar's got more. He's more civilized than that.
Hey, Draymond mad because he ugly and shit. Like, man, don't we get mad at us? That's the way God made you, nigga.
Yeah,
but to the other clip, man, these old heads is they're enabling it too. Why don't somebody tell them like, hey, bro, you know good and damn well you wouldn't act like this if someone else was in this league, bro.
What is so irreplaceable about Draymond? Okay, is it the defense or is it his locker room leadership? You mean to tell me there's nobody else, and you got somebody as good as Steph that you claim is in the top 10, and some people want him to be in the top 5, and some people want him to be the number 1 point guard of all time. You got that guy who's still playing at a high level, and you telling me there's no way as a head coach, Steve Kerr, that you can build a team around him without Draymond. Man. How does that look good on Steph? If it like imagine me, and Draymond's a role player. He's not his co-star. Like Jordan always said, I want to play with Pippen. That's my guy, right? Jordan and Pippen, Stockton and Malone, Kobe, Shaq. It's okay to have another superstar co-star with you. But a role player, imagine if Jordan was like, oh man, I'm retiring because Horace Grant gone. I can't do nothing without Horace Grant. Why y'all let Horace Grant walk out of there? He's irreplaceable. He's irreplaceable. We can't do Lord have mercy.
Or Paul Pierce and KG saying that they need Big Baby Davis.
Oh man, you let Big Baby go. We need that in the locker room.
Please don't let Big Baby. Oh, what about Big Country? I can't.
But here's my question. If the leadership and the vocal, whatever he does in the locker room is so important, right? Does that say that, because I'm thinking about all the other superstars that come equipped with the leadership that they claim Draymond got. Michael Jordan had that. Kobe had that. We didn't need to go find a guy to do that for Jordan or Kobe. They had it already with their repertoire.
Mm-hmm.
What is Steph missing where he can't be that, and it has to be Draymond?
Hey, hold on, man. First of all, the answer to your question is we see how his own relationship go, and his old lady be out here doing too much in the street. So that should tell you.
Sheesh.
That should tell you.
Don't bring it on his old lady, Lamar.
Come on. Hey, Michael Curry out there doing whatever the hell she wants, saying whatever the hell she wants, and Steph don't never check her.
In his defense, we ain't heard from her in 2 years.
Okay.
This is true.
We may not heard from her in 2 years, but what about the other 15 before that?
Hey, I know she better not promote that goddamn barbecue that they was promoting. That's horrible. Tell her don't say shit else about food.
Hey, yo.
To answer your question, man, I think Steph is just, he's not a vocal guy. He lets his game do the talking. And I think part of being a leader for a locker room, for a team, is that while your game has to speak, you also have to be the guy that rallies the troops. You can't just be like, but with Draymond just automatically took that role as the loudmouth, the speaker, the motivator, whatever. And all Steph had to do was just go play. And then
get him out of the top 10. Get him out of the top 10, because everybody in the top 10 already they got Draymond inside of them.
Yep, they got dog in them.
They already got that. Who in the top 10 don't got? Who in the top 10 needs Draymond?
This is a good point. It's valid. That's valid.
Hey, but you know what? I know we own Draymond's head, but here's the reality:
no Diddy.
And I don't be catching all that shit. Y'all, that's some young people shit. Hey, no Diddy though. Hey, but he's like that toxic homeboy you got, man. You know what I mean? You send him in the store to get a couple of beers. That motherfucker robbed the store. You know what I mean?
Hey, what kind of people you hanging out with, man? Ain't none of my
with money in his pocket.
He got the money for it and plus some.
You stealing 40 ounces and you got money in your pocket.
Yeah, you gave him the money. You gave him $20. Said, man, go get us a case.
No,
hey,
his thinking is I could pay for it and receive goods, or I could just receive goods and still have the money.
Right.
Damn, which one sounds better?
Hey, Jeffrey said and you got a coupon.
Buy two, get three free, and he still robbed the place.
You at the courthouse, you got a case, and you like, you in the cell with your homeboy. You ask your homeboy, man, why the fuck did you do that shit? Like, what possessed you to do that?
I think Draymond want to be O-Dog from Minister Society so bad.
Oh, chill out, bro.
he just wants somebody. Every time he get on the court, man, he make it seem like everything is personal against him. Like they said something about his mama, like the dude in Minister Society. I feel bad for your mother, and then O-Dog just fucking took the whole. Right. That's how Draymond go out there and play.
You know what it is? You know what it is, bro? I just think it's a insecurity that he has within himself, man, that he ain't really come to terms with. Because
he got suspended to figure that out. He ain't learned nothing, bro.
Listen, bro. If I'm making millions of dollars every year, my thug shit is over with.
Yes.
My thug life has just ended. I don't want to be the tough guy no more.
Well, not in the case of Ja. Ja found a thug life when he joined.
Hey, when they were doing on I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, they were hiring that day. They all got government jobs.
Hey, here's another thing I wanted to point out, though. So when Draymond was doing what he was doing and he was up on the referee, Steph kind of stood right there with him. And it was almost like, because, most time I seen Pippen and Jordan like actually grab Rodman and tackle him one time. Right. I don't know if y'all seen that clip. Like he physically grabbed Rodman to stop him from getting into it. Because it was just before the playoffs. They didn't need no suspension. They were still trying to win games. Right. Steph went over there and just gently stood beside Draymond where he could see him and didn't look him in his eyes. He just looked like this. And it was almost like he was like, hopefully Draymond see me here and is reminded how important this game is. But he didn't say nothing to Draymond. He didn't grab him. He slightly put his hand like on his waist, but he really didn't want to touch Draymond. He just let him do that. And I'm like, dude, he's about to get in the referee's face, and you hear what he's saying to him. Grab him. Steph wouldn't grab him. He was just standing there.
Mel, he tired, bro.
You want to know the reason for that, Mel?
He tired.
That ain't his character either,
Jordan
bro.
Poole. Jordan Poole. He don't want to get Jordan Pooled.
You think he got that type of? You think everybody got that type of fear?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's necessarily a fear of Draymond. I think it's more so of I don't want to deal with Draymond. Like, I feel like once Draymond gets into that zone where he just tunnel vision and he just focusing on, you know what I'm saying, whatever he's yelling at, right? Or whoever he's getting into an argument, it's just better because the fallout from potentially what Draymond could do outside of that, where they just want to be like, all right, well, you know what, let's isolate this. We know we about to lose Draymond. Let's focus on the rest of the game. Whereas Draymond will probably end up because we've already seen Draymond deteriorate a team. He did that in the preseason when hitting Jordan Poole. So it's probably they got like some unwritten rule like, hey, if Draymond get into that zone, just let him go. Yeah. Just let him go. And
that's bad. That's crazy. You know,
and it is terrible.
You know, he threatened to kill Steve Kerr, right? In 2016.
What?
I wasn't surprised.
Lisa Salters reported it. They kind of swept it under the rug and tried to make it seem like it wasn't nothing. But Lisa Salters reported it because she was right by the door. It was at halftime of a OKC Thunder game, and Draymond Green was cussing Steve Kerr out, was real loud, and he told him, if you don't want me to shoot, then I won't shoot the rest of the effing game and all this stuff. And then Steve Kerr told him to sit down, and he was like, no, you come effing sit me down. I kill you in here. You got me messed up. And just going off. And the whole team was just trying to hold him back because he was about to go and knock Steve Kerr the heck out.
And that would have been the end of Draymond Green.
Nobody would have found out about it.
No,
we don't even know if he actually knocked him out. He probably did knock him out.
It wouldn't have been the end of him is because we've already let's for instance, the situation that Mel is talking about, that's not the only one. We got information leaked out for the Jordan Poole situation that he's not afraid to get physical with the people that's supposed to be his teammates and his brothers. This dude don't care. He don't care. If he feels to the point that he's feel offended or attacked and feels isolated alone, it don't matter. Nothing else matters but him. So this dude has already shown that he don't care about nobody else but him. If he feels he's backed into that corner, they still would have kept him because they keep preaching he is our glue to being a championship team. So they put themselves in that corner. You got to deal with it.
But they ain't even a championship team right now.
Yeah,
we know that. We know that. They are the ones that are literally just delusional to think that they're still a championship quality team.
No, they're not. They definitely not.
I think they're waiting because they know Steph is their guy. They know that all their chips and as far as they go is based on Steph, right? I think they're just waiting for Steph to give them the word. And I think Steph has probably, for the most part, had Draymond's back through all this. He's had his, no, because there's no GM, and I would think that they're in their right mind would see all this and would solely on their own
and be okay.
Say we need to keep Draymond. Like you have to obviously be getting input from your star player. Like, okay, hey, I know you kind of tired of Draymond antics, but I need him. He's the brick wall for my screens to help me get free, such and such. He's the heavy for he's my bodyguard essentially, right? But I think Steph we saw in that last game, Steph was visibly frustrated, and I think they're just waiting for, hey, Steph, give us the word and do this clip. Because honestly, they realize that $100 million, that's a lot of heavy dead weight, honestly. So if they can get rid of that and invest that some other way and get rid of their Draymond Green issue, I think they're just waiting for stuff to be like, all right, you know what?
I feel you, Chris, but ain't nobody taking that headache on, bro.
Somebody will.
Man, come on, man. The only team I see taking that on is you already know, Chris Paul and them. They might finagle some deal to get him in LA. But the fact of the matter is like, dude he's a liability, and they've allowed it. They've been dealing with it for years. But I hear your point. If Steph say, yo, hey man, time to move on, let's move it. But and they've been riding by this dude for so long, it's kind of hard to just say, oh, let's just get rid of him. I don't know, man. Live and die, bro.
Look at that. Look in the middle where it started with minutes later. Minutes later, in her report following the halftime, ESPN sideline reporter Lisa Salters will recite a portion of Draymond Green's explosion. Quote, "I am not a robot. I know I can play. You have me messed up right now. If you don't want me to shoot, I won't shoot. I'm standing outside the locker room with the OKC police. The police had to get involved. That's how bad the shouting match was and how bad the threats was. The police was right there with his hand on the gun, right? And what do you say? Which always stationed outside of every locker room. Salters will recall later. They kind of moved me aside, and the officer just kind of stood by the door with his hand on his weapon, like he was trying to determine what he should do. It was clear that something bad was about to happen in this locker room. We've never heard anything like that before. It was bad.
That's wild.
That's wild. Hey, but you know what, man? Me personally, if I got somebody on my camp that's that volatile, bro, I don't want him on my camp. That's just me.
He should have been gone, honestly.
Yeah, if you that volatile, if you acting, you talking about you gonna kill me and all that, like you a liability. I'm trying to get rid of it.
I don't even think he has a mixtape. He has a mixtape dedicated just to dumb shit. I don't even think Ron Artest has a mixtape that bad. And Ron Artest was a dirty player.
Yeah. Funky Town, what's up, big dog?
Funky Town.
What's good? What's good? What's your thoughts?
How y'all doing, fellas? Hey, man. Thank you, Lord. It's not another LeBron thing, but you might as well be the second one, because this dude is a menace to society. Straight up.
Oh, dog.
Okay. And I'm agreeing with everything that everybody's saying, because we're all saying the same thing. I think most of us got military experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You know good and doggone well that if you don't set a standard, you just reset a standard.
Yeah.
And you allowing the troublemaker to set that standard every time they do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what they've done from the beginning. They should have got rid of him when he got thrown out and cost them the 2016 championship. Mm-hmm. That's when they should have got rid of him.
Yeah.
They definitely should have got rid of him when he opened his mouth to KD.
Yep.
And any other number of things. He should have been, yes, because it's a cost benefit situation. And I'm still trying to understand how it is after what he did when they went to the final and they won it. But we all know Jordan Poole had a lot more to do with that than his sorry behind, because he played like garbage, hot garbage.
Yep.
Right?
They had to bench him.
He played. I mean, no, seriously. Like Chris said, that was a hole. That was a walking tee. That was a hole. And they somehow got around that. The Celtics were incompetent enough to let that win. But it's on the organization. It's on Steve Kerr. But hey, it's Steph Curry's team. And if you can't be an alpha dog, you better have somebody else that's a deputy that can police things up. Unfortunately, they deputized Deputy Dog here. Yeah. And he's the one running around thinking I can do whatever I want to on these streets. And
he knows, because they said so many times that he's our emotional leader. He gives us our edge, and all that. They said that so many times.
All you do is empowering him.
And we can't live without him, and all this crazy stuff. He knows that, so he knows he's looking at the leader who's Steph, and he's like, he thinks he's leading, but it's really me that's leading. You get what I'm saying? Like, and he kind of knows that, and you know, it's almost like how Jezebel did the king. Jezebel was actually telling the king everything to do, and the king wasn't leading the kingdom. It was Jezebel. That's what Steph is. I mean, that's what Draymond
exactly. He is. And when you look at how, I mean, I'm just saying, to me, this is a mystery, because I don't understand how so supposedly smart people can't see what I was seeing a long time ago. Because see, Kenyon Martin actually called this. He called him out. Kenyon Martin said he would have tried that one time back in the day, because he selects who he goes after.
So far on the pre-buy, seen him go out there was KD, Jordan Poole, and Steve Kerr.
Exactly.
Right.
What is KD famous for? Getting in arguments with teenagers online. Right? Jordan Poole. Listen, he goes after people he knows he can go after.
Yeah.
Do you think he would try that with Terry Cummings?
Nah. No, nobody. No, he would try that with nobody who want that smoke. If he knows you don't want that smoke, or he knows that y'all are too close for you to want that smoke, he'll take advantage of that and cross the line.
Kenyon Martin. Do you know what Kenyon Martin would have done to him?
He would have busted.
It would have been some furniture movement.
He would have been over. He'd been in traction. He'd be like, hey, we're gonna send the bus back to you after you get out of the hospital. There's no way he was doing that back in the day.
No.
Right? And I don't want to be that old head saying, oh, back in the day. But listen, back in the day, there was consequences.
Yeah.
You try that, Charles Oakley. For real? Try that in practice, Charles Oakley.
You right.
He's a they keep calling him an enforcer. He's an enforcer in a league that don't need enforcers no more.
Nah,
exactly. They're all worried about that bag. They're all worried about that. They're trying not to get injured. They're not trying to have physical altercation.
No.
They're really not trying to fight. And he knows that, and that's his little edge. That's his little niche. I'm gonna be this dude that acts all stupid and crazy, and somebody is gonna believe me that I'm a glue guy now, even though I've destroyed at least 2 or 3 locker rooms in my time being here. That's just, I'm sorry, that's stuck on stupid.
Yeah. Hey, appreciate it. Thanks for the call. Y'all had something y'all want to say for it? All right, thanks for the call. We'll take that off there. Thanks.
Yeah. It's so funny. It's so funny he said glue guy, because I play 2K, and there's different builds or whatever, and glue guy is literally the worst build you can make on 2K. there's nothing he's good at. There's no reason to make him onto he's terrible. And just to hang his hat on being a glue guy says a lot.
Go ahead, Ronnie.
What's going on, black man? How
What's
y'all
up?
doing today?
We good.
What up, Ronnie?
What's up? What's going down, family?
Where Bobby, Mickey, and Mike? Bobby, Ricky, and Mike at?
Man, go ahead with that shit. You crazy as hell. Well, listen, let me get this in real quick. Great show, man. I'm gonna say this. I think Draymond wants to be looked at the end of his career, when it's all said and done. I think he wants to be seen being at the same table as some guys that was already mentioned: Mahorn, Oakley. Hell, you can even throw in Mad Max in there, Steven Jackson. You know what I'm saying? All of these guys that were considered enforcers and tough guys. But what Draymond doesn't understand is that they were tough guys when they had to be. He's trying to be one.
Yeah.
The difference with him is that with those guys and him is that those guys, when situations happen, they were there to be like, hey, hold on, we ain't doing that. He is actually creating situations so that he can be the guy to be like, hey, we ain't doing that. And it's like, no, bro, it's not working, homie. You're trying to be this instead of actually just being that. And real ones see and real ones peep it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people may fall for whatever he's doing or whatever. Even people on his team might be falling for it. But I couldn't be a teammate with Draymond. Draymond would have to. He'd be frustrated because I would tell him, homie, I don't believe you.
That man about to walk.
All of that is an act.
I don't know if it's an act, but I know he getting a lot of praise for some average,
act, bro, because he's
some
not
average
doing it with
mediocre
guys
stuff
guys,
he doing.
Bro.
Yeah, but he ain't what he think he is, man. He ain't nothing but like Jordan Poole said. He's Steph Curry's backpack. That's all he is.
That's what I'm saying. He will hit Jordan Poole. You think he'll run up on Steven Jackson like that?
I doubt it.
No, hey,
even in practice, you think he would have walked up on him like that? No, he would have thought about it. Because real ones know, bro. That's what I'm saying. He's a pick and choose type dude, and I think that what he brings is take all the BS off the table. As far as what he brings to his team on the floor, I think that he's beneficial. But he didn't allow his, excuse my language, his fuck shit to outweigh what he actually does on the floor. And now it's becoming a problem where you are becoming a problem for Steph Curry. Man, Steph Curry is great. And he don't need to be wasting time with somebody here who's thinking more about themselves. And I'll say this and I'll get off because somebody mentioned, I think it was you, Mel, I think you mentioned as far as about how really it's Draymond running the team. But that also goes into my point about what type of dude he is. Somebody mentioned it about Bully. He does act like that. He's the type of dude, he's acting like something with people that he feels is beneath him. You know what I'm saying? People he could get away with it. That lets me know that's not who you really are then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's doing that with the team where really it's him running it. That's why really I don't think that he'll be able to go somewhere else and be happy. He gonna mess around and retire because he knows he ain't gonna be able to. Every team ain't gonna fall for that. He couldn't be in Miami with that.
No,
wouldn't happen.
No,
Eric Spoelstra would have him shipped out on the first thing smoking if he tried to act up.
Everybody would. It ain't even just Eric Spoelstra. Pat Riley cut from a different cloth, bro. He ain't playing that.
I can't believe Steve Kerr. Why is Steve Kerr and Steph Curry so afraid to get rid of this dude?
Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you why, bro.
Man,
You really want to know why? Steve Kerr already got.
I want to know, brother.
Hold on, say it again, Steve.
I want to know, brother.
Say it again. Say it again.
Steve Kerr already got hit by Jordan. He don't want to get hit by another black man.
Man, all right, Ronnie. Thanks for the call, man.
Y'all have a good one, brother.
All right.
Appreciate you, Ronnie.
Hey, you stupid dog.
All right, let's take one, maybe two more, and then we're moving. One, maybe two. Ain't nobody, man. What are people from the Philippines in here today, man? Y'all ain't go hit the Skype. I want to see if it worked, man. Ain't nobody hit the Skype,
man. Come on, chill.
Hey, you know
what's wrong with the Skype, Lamar? What's wrong with Skype?
No, man, hey, bro.
Well, hold on, what's wrong with it?
They're gonna pull up one of Chris' old videos or something.
Yeah.
It's just the audio. It's just the audio. We won't see the video.
Yeah,
it's just the audio.
It's just audio. We cool.
Yeah, Greg, what's up?
That's better. Just keep it
man,
up.
what's going on, man? Hey, I think y'all missing the big point while y'all talking about Draymond.
Okay.
Hey, Chris, no offense, man. That brother grew up on that Flint water. You know what I'm saying?
No, he from Saginaw. He from Saginaw. His water's a little bit better than Flint, so he got no excuse.
No, but look, I don't know if y'all been paying attention. Ever since LeBron did that podcast with JJ Redick, he been in his feelings. He done got into 3 incidents. He got into it with Buddy and Memphis. He done closed Rob Patty Mills. And he called the referee a BAN. Come on, man. He in his feelings, man. Rich Paul needs to get up for the hook.
Is that what it is?
LeBron got a new best friend.
He in his
Every night he got to fight for his love.
Oh man, I didn't even think about that.
Hey, but check this out, man. I had a brother that was a hothead, and I know that every time he used to get in a situation, you know when somebody's about to go off. So I feel as like the leader, you got to step in between that, man. Like I saw some of this stuff on Curry, because like Curry, you got to step in between. You see when it's escalating. All he has to do is just
That ain't Curry. That ain't Curry's personality, bro. That ain't who he is.
It ain't his personality. But at what point are you gonna cost your team championship by not showing leadership? Wait, hold on. I got one thing to say. One more thing to say. How my man Draymond talking about I got kids, and he out here hitting people in the nuts,
bro.
And they say he had kids.
Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense.
No diddy.
All right, bro. He said no diddy. Hey, Evine Brown said, I think Draymond was scared KD and Poole would get too close to Steph, and he would be the odd man out. Draymond like a jealous teenager. I said that to Lamar last year. I said, man, Draymond is the ugly fat girl at the club with the pretty girl that's stopping all the dudes coming over to trying to get her number.
Got to play
That's
defense.
man. That was a perfect analogy.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He knocking them out every time they shot. Oh, you think you about to get? You out.
Hell no.
Hey, last caller from Ohio.
Hey, how y'all doing?
We're good.
Hey, I
Go
give
Blue.
my take on it. I watch a lot of Warrior games, so I kind of see where they're coming from, why they keep him, and like you said, a lot of that is on Steph, because him and Steph are like really close. One of the things I think they probably going to do, the best thing I think they could do was keeping him, is move him to the bench. That way you can put somebody in the starting lineup who you can depend on every game. So if he gets thrown out or whatever, get attacked or whatever, he's not that big important piece that you need.
No, it's too much. It's too much money. It's too much money to be on the bench, and he's still in my locker room. I want him.
Well,
I want him out of here.
Well, but I mean, besides releasing him, I'm saying the way to keep him on the team, and I think, and maybe to control him to a certain extent, if that you don't depend on him so much. Because if he's in the starting lineup, if you throw a starter out, that's more than throwing a 7 or 8 guy out.
Brother,
you know what I'm saying? So if he's on the bench,
brother, listen. They just gave him $100 million contract extension. He got 3 more years on that contract. You cannot put that on the bench and go to your owner and say, I gave him $100 million. He's on the bench. We're in the luxury tax. You're spending an extra $300 million a year for a team that's in the play-in. You cannot do that.
Mm.
But they're not. Well,
they fooled Joe Laker. Yeah. They fooled him. They went out there and told him we can't win without Draymond. We need him. They also probably told him we could fix this team if we get rid of Jordan Poole. That'll fix the locker room. That didn't work, right? They've been lying to Joe Laker for the last 3 years about this team, and he's paying the most money in the luxury tax because he's over the cap mightily. They're paying CP3 $30 million to be on the bench this year. Clay is asking for another $100 million to match what Draymond got, and he's on the bench.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I know me and you, at least Mel, was in leadership in the military. He would have been gone.
Had to be.
He would have been gone. Straight up.
He'd have been in his white so damn fast.
I'm the owner. I need to find a new head coach.
Yeah. It's everybody that lied to me, and I'm sitting here looking at this trash product in the tent seed that's barely gonna make the play in, and I'm spending the most. I'm spending the most money out of every owner in the league right now.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, if I'm the owner, I'm looking at that team and say, hey, Steve, we need to have a talk.
Step into my office.
Yeah,
exactly. Because he was the first one. They got put out by the Lakers. He went straight to the podium. We're not a championship team without Draymond. That was the first thing he said.
Chris, I'm about to see you the captain's mask, and then we're gonna separate you. See you in the administrative separation booth.
We're gonna get you up out of here fast.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him on the call, man. He must have got to his dead spot.
No.
All right, man. So that's it, man. We'll move, man. We're gonna do this one real quick in 10 minutes. Take no phone calls, and then we'll do the last one in about 10 minutes, and then we'll be done before 2.5 hours. Chris, that sound good? All right.
Appreciate it, man.
Oh, he called back. Let me see. What's up? What happened to your phone, man?
I don't know. It must have just dropped. It does at some time in my house. But let me just say this: is that they're not gonna. Why I say that they're not gonna cut him. And one of the reasons why you said why they haven't got rid of him is because of the success that they had with him over the years. Now, at this point, what they say is what he's doing is not worth. I don't understand, but they're not winning, so what he's doing is not worth them putting up with all the other stuff.
Okay.
They're not going to cut him, and I'll just say that I think one of the reasons is a personal reason I think they're not cutting him, because I think they know more about him than the average person. And I think that has to do with why they put up with some of the stuff that he does, because they have a deeper insight with him, and they hoping whatever it is that, that causes him to act this way. Obviously, it didn't start in the NBA. What he's doing is not something that was NBA bound. I bet they can look back on him years before this where he's, had this type of volatileness in his personality, and it's coming from somewhere that they're probably more knowledgeable about. And like, because to me, Steph's reaction was not so much of him getting kicked out the game, but like, I know this guy, and I thought he was in a better place.
No, that wasn't his reaction. That wasn't his reaction. So look, what you just described though, them saying they haven't moved on from him because they know him intimately and personally, and they know more about him than the average person, all that stuff. That's how people like Draymond and narcissists and abusive people keep their loved ones around them, right? Because they do, because what you just described as a battered woman that won't leave her abuser.
Mm-hmm.
You a battered person, period, that won't leave her abuser. Because I know all of when he's soft and he's kind and all that stuff. I get to see all that stuff. Y'all don't get to see how great of a person this.
You don't know how great they are.
Exactly.
Him.
Yeah, the abuse only lasts 30 seconds. He only. I mean, how many times can you punch somebody in the head in 30 seconds? The abuse only 30 seconds. The other 23 hours of the day.
Man, he's so fantastic.
It's okay.
I agree, but in fairness, what you're saying, the abuser always say there's another side of him that you all don't see. So I'm saying you're correct, and I agree with you. But that's what they say.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's a reason why they're holding on to him. I think it's more than basketball. That's my opinion.
It's stupidity.
Because if it wasn't more than basketball, they would have been letting go.
Yeah, it's stupidity and Stockholm syndrome and stupidity. That's what it is. He got them arrested. He got them arrested because he has used his I guess you want to call it charm or his nice side. He's used that to grab hold of him. I want everybody to go do some reading up on narcissists. And every narcissist has a target that gets most of their abuse, and that target is. I want you to read up on that target. Please go do research on Don't just read the definition of narcissist. Find out the intimate parts about it, and find out the target that they always have, and read up on that, on how they use their target and abuse their target. Tell me something about it, Eric.
Got it right here, man. Got it right here. Yeah.
All right. Explain what I was trying to say.
A person that's a narcissist is in love with themselves. It's all about them. Whatever they have to do to gain the attention of everybody else, even at the detriment of others or at the detriment of the whole, the narcissist personality defect prevails overall. So you described him perfectly as a narcissist because his behavior shows that he is a narcissist by definition.
And I'm not disagreeing. What I'm saying is the kind of people that Steve Kerr and Steph are, I think, and they're trying to hold out for some hope for him, and that's why they're not letting go. Because I say he's crossed the line. There's no disagreement that he hasn't crossed the line. But I think, and like you said, well, the narcissist, I'm not disagreeing with that. But I think that's what they hold on to. And once that's gone, that's when they would make a different decision. But until they can feel like, okay, we gave him enough chances as a person, not as basketball. Because like I said, they do know him more than everybody else. And we all know somebody, grew up with somebody that, and not even in his position, who's had way more problems. And we always hold out for that hope, and we see him and we'll do something for him. I mean, we won't go overboard, but we don't never completely let him go. And then some of them, we get to the point where we're like, man, I done all I can. This is weighing too much on me. I can't let it weigh me down. So I think, and that's the thing.
All right, I appreciate
because you can't explain another reason why they're holding on to it, because it's not because of what he's doing. Like you said, they're in 10th place. It ain't because he's playing so good.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm agreeing with you that it's something more than basketball, but it's the part. But it's the part where he's manipulated everybody. He's manipulated everybody.
And I don't disagree with that part.
Yeah. And you sound very familiar with it. So blink twice if you need us to come in. Yes, all right, brother. Thanks, man. Thanks for the call. All right, big dog.
Man, what the hell married you, man?
Hey, Drama Therapy said, and thanks for the super chat. He said, a true narcissist consists of 9 personality traits. The only true narcissist is LeBron.
Hey man, look, y'all gonna get off LeBron. LeBron ain't harming his team.
Is he not?
Ooh, That's a different day.
That's a whole different
We'll
thing.
talk about that one a different day, E.
We trying to get off the step.
Really, E?
We'll talk about that one a different day, E.
All right, Tim Duncan, man. So Tim Duncan get left out of all the conversations when we're talking about top 10, top 5 players and stuff like that. But I think he needs a better, a deeper look into how much he meant to the game and what he accomplished, man. It was crazy. So I wanted to kind of parallel his career with LeBron's to see if he stacks up, and if we need to be talking about Tim Duncan a little bit more. But here's them talking about it on All the Smoke with Steven Jackson.
I'm gonna start a petition today. Since we're talking about errors and stack, you gonna feel this one. You might feel it.
Right.
No freaky. I wanna talk about Tim Duncan. We're gonna talk about Tim Duncan errors. I feel like Tim Duncan, and he should be in there twice because he ended a lot of people didn't win championships because of Tim Duncan.
Yes.
And he did it twice and with a 10-year gap. So if we're going to be talking about eras and lists, you know what I mean? I'd like to do a petition where we not only acknowledge the Tim Duncan era, but I also like to put a petition out there but he should have 2 different eras because he did it in a 10-year gap. So,
and Tim has 4 or 5.
He got 5.
He got 5.
5.
He got 5.
Tim got 5.
Yeah. So. You know what I mean? I'm going to put him up there. But I'm with Bonzi. I love LeBron's body of work, Kobe, Jordan, you know what I mean? We acknowledge Kawhi's, you know what I mean? Kawhi had a hell of a run if it wasn't for injuries. You know, at one point he was tracking towards Mike. Finals MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, you know what I mean? All-Star, whatever, you know, going to the finals for a couple of years. So Kawhi was up there. You got to put KD up there.
Here's Norris Cole talking about it as well.
I know people, love the Kobe era, but Tim Duncan had a lot to say in that era. Tim Duncan had a lot to say in that era.
A lot.
And back-to-back MVPs, finals MVP, like 50-point games in the same conference. Like, he had a lot to say.
That's just going on the radar today.
I don't let it go on the radar. He had Shaq and Kobe in the same conference, and he beat them a couple times. I know he don't talk a lot, but he's him, bro.
Yeah.
Tim Duncan, bro. Put respect. Tim Duncan is one of the GOATs. Like,
for sure.
Like,
that's a fact.
Tim Duncan, bro.
All right, man. Does Tim Duncan deserve more love, man? And what y'all got him ranked? And is it a possibility that this dude might be or should be ranked higher than LeBron?
Ooh, I mean,
you know the answer to that question. Honestly, yes. If you ask yourself honestly that question,
the answer is yes. God damn it.
No. LeBron is a different animal, man. You know what? Unfortunately for Tim Duncan, is that people that are quiet, they don't get to shine, bro.
Yeah,
they just don't. They don't get to shine. Everything LeBron done since he came out of high school has been blown up 10,000 times, which puts LeBron in the position that he's in today. But yeah, Tim Duncan, I would not ever say that he wasn't that guy. But the problem is that he was kind of like a quiet warrior. You know what I mean? And sometimes, man, when you're quiet, closed mouths don't get fed. And when you're quiet, somebody else has to go and point to your greatness outside of you, and it kind of gets overlooked in the heap of everything. So, but Tim Duncan was a great player. I give him his props. I would not put him over LeBron, though.
Here's where I disagree with you, E. As we talk about Steph being the great player that he was, we talk about the things that he's missing, as in being that leader and to stop the foolishness of Draymond and all that shit. I look at Tim Duncan. It wasn't none of that foolishness going on in San Antonio. So as great of a player he was, as quiet his game was, I think he still commanded that same respect and leadership in that locker room where it wasn't going to be no foolishness. And of course, you got to give someone that the pop as well. But
yeah, I was going to say add pop now.
no, trust me, add pop. But what I'm saying is Duncan has to be the torch or the messenger of Popovich's message. You know what I'm saying? So there has to be an extension of Popovich's message amongst the players, and Duncan was that messenger for it. It wasn't no foolishness going on in that San Antonio locker room. That they not allowing that Draymond foolishness, and I think Duncan commanded that respect and from the other players in the locker room that they weren't gonna do nothing stupid like that. So I think there's a slight difference if you're talking about, putting Steph in the top 10, top 15, whatever. I can say that Duncan, player-wise, was just as good and dominant in his own way, may have been a little bit quieter, and won the championships. He was all about winning. We got to remember this dude was literally in the same time of Kobe in his greatness, and he's still eating.
Correct.
And we talking about he's in the middle of Kobe's time, the beginning of LeBron's time, and still eating. Like, he's getting championships. So
in the middle of Shaq and Kobe too.
Yes,
Shaq and Kobe together.
In the middle of LeBron too, because he stole one from the. Well, he didn't steal one; they earned that shit.
Yeah,
hold on, bro. I get it that we all giving Tim Duncan his flowers, but Tim Duncan had a pretty good squad.
LeBron. Let's talk about it. Well, before we get to his squad, 15-time All-Star, 15-time All-NBA, all Rookie of the Year, 3 Finals MVPs, 2 League MVPs, 5 rings he won, and so many different eras. Like, he won in the 90s, he won in the 2000s, 3 different decades for sure. 15 times All Defense.
Come on now.
If you playing that power forward position when Duncan was playing, good luck trying to get an all defensive team.
He's going against Nowitzki. He's going against KG. He's
Weber.
Rashid,
Shaq. He had to guard Shaq too. He had to guard centers as well. Dude was unreal, man. And that's a lot of all defensive teams, man. 15. That's a lot, man.
Like I said, I give him his props, man. I just for me personally, I just don't think he was better than LeBron. LeBron can go get us 4, and we might go win a championship. That's all.
That's false. When did he ever do that? Hey, when did he ever do that?
The first time he got bounced out of the finals.
He didn't win it though. I'm talking about when have he took someone that we call average or below average and won?
The first Cleveland team. He didn't. They didn't win, but
exactly.
I mean,
and tell me, E, just E. I want E to answer this question.
Hold on, youngin. You wasn't even.
I want E to answer. I only want E to answer this question.
Tadpole with motherfucking LeBron.
I only want E to answer this question.
You was a tadpole.
Hold on. When
your era. Hey, Lamar, you can't speak on shit in his era.
I want to. I only want you to answer this question, E.
Hey, E, that little tadpole.
I only want you to answer this question, E. Who beat that LeBron led Cleveland team for that ring?
Who did beat them, man? I forget. You tell me.
Tim Duncan in San Antonio.
I mean, that was a better squad, bro. LeBron had like 3 crackheads and
No, so hold on. We can't move the goalposts. You can't say You can't say You can't say LeBron did all this with this team and got here, and then you can't say, "Oh, look who he had when he lost." You can't do that, brother. You can't do that. It's one or the other. Either the team wasn't that bad or the team was ass.
I know you looked it up because I know you wasn't alive when that shit was going down. But
I wasn't alive in 2007.
How old was you in 2007, Chris?
I was 12 years old.
Oh, color inside the lines, ass nigga. How you go?
And still watching basketball.
I love you, nigga.
Still watching basketball.
I'm Chris, nigga. Chris, nigga. Hey, I owe you a bottle of blueberry crack.
Blackberry.
My bad. I know you
Super chat from 33 Shook Knight. He took a step back in his prime for Ginobili and Parker. He did so they can shine, and so Popovich offense could flow. It didn't have to be about him. They could have went to the post to him every time like they did Shaq, but they didn't do that, man. He let and Shaq could have took that same step back that Duncan did and let Kobe do his thing, but Shaq had to have it, right? You know what I mean? So he played within the confines of his system to win, and that's why he won 5, and that's why he didn't have to go from team to team like Shaq did, trying to hunt down more rings.
I'll put it to you like this. I think LeBron
How many
is
Shaq
going to
got?
end
4?
up being
Shaq got 4, right?
Shaq got 4. He got 3 with Kobe, and then he got 1 with D Wade.
He got 1 with Wade, right?
So
Okay.
I'll put it like I don't think it's probably going to end up being, you know, LeBron going to end up having the better whatever, but I definitely think Duncan was the better player.
Yeah, I think he will. I honestly want to. I want to put Duncan past Magic, Bird, and LeBron. I want Duncan right behind Kobe, no Diddy, and but it's, you know, in my mind I have yet to do that yet. In my mind I still got LeBron ahead of him, but I really, man, it's kind of hard, man. It's you know, so I don't know. I go back and forth with it.
And Timmy did it with one team. So
I mean that ain't
that was that era. That was that era. That was that era.
Yeah. And look, and doing it with one team is not really the flex we think it is. The only thing that you know that factors into it is why you're going from team to team. Like if you're going to team to better your situation and that's taking it and it's giving me shortcut, then yeah, I would probably tax you a little bit. But just because you stay with one team don't mean I'm going to give you extra credit. You know what I mean? But LeBron going from team to team taking shortcuts, yeah, that's kind of unfair because
hey man, look.
Well, hear me out. Eric. Hear me out. The natural way to do it is you go to a team and then you start to build a squad, and it takes 2 to 3 years to build a team before y'all can start competing, because you got to get a co-star, you got to get the right coach, you got to put the right system, you got to get the right role players, and it takes 2 to 3 years to build around a player, right? Now, if you're jumping from team, and the reason why it take a little while, because one, practically the basketball part of it, you got to figure out what fits, and also the financial part of it, you got to be in the right stride. Now, if you're able to get to a team, jump on the squad, bring 2 superstars with you, and you automatically are a team that can contend because you got so much firepower, and you don't even have to go through the chemistry stuff, and you don't have to go through that 2 to 3 year process. And then as soon as everybody start making too much money, you don't have to worry about going through a rough patch where you got to rebuild or retool. You just jump on another squad and do the same thing over again. So you get to skip that part. It's a shortcut.
Yeah.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Whose fault is that though? That's his fault?
No, I'm not saying it's nobody's fault, but I'm telling you which one is more impressive, and I have to tax you for taking that shortcut. And the crazy thing about it is LeBron was taking those shortcuts, and Tim Duncan still got more rings than him.
Hey, I give you that. My only thing was because I hated LeBron when he went from Cleveland over there to Miami. I thought that was some whole shit. But at the end of the day, when he went back to Cleveland, bro, and then he went to LA, come on, man.
That's not that impressive. It was a shortcut. And guess what, Eric? Me and you took a shortcut to grandma's house. You took the shortcut. I took the long way, and I got there before you. Hey, Tim Duncan took the long way and got more rings. He took the hard way and got more rings.
Hey, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I mean, I think Tim Duncan was great. I just don't think he was better than LeBron.
All right, so let me throw this in here. What are the flaws of Tim Duncan's game from rookie to when he retired? And then what are the flaws from LeBron from rookie to still that he's still playing right now?
Hold on. Who
you want to answer that?
I definitely want you to jump in there, man. But I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay.
Because for me, I could look at LeBron's game when he entered in 03, and I can still see flaws in year 21 that are still present from 03. Now, when Duncan enters the league at 98, 99, and when he retired mid-2000s, that list of flaws shrinks. That's me.
See, Duncan had 3 or 4 years of college at Wake Forest, and Tim Duncan, I want to say Carmelo, I want to say maybe Keith Van Horn. I want to say maybe a couple more people, but Tim Duncan is leading the pack in people who showed up to the league with very few flaws. His game was complete. The only thing I could say was wrong with his game was his free throws got shaky sometimes.
And that's fair.
Right. And
you say that about LeBron.
Yeah,
I think
and they get
a better free throw shooter than LeBron was.
it was about the same. That was about the same. But yeah, his free throws was a little shaky sometimes. That was about it. He was a great post defender, a great rim protector and shot blocker. He was disciplined. He had very polished game in the post on offense. He was smart. He could pass. I mean, he had it all, bro. He had it all.
Let
He
me
was complete.
ask y'all a question real quick. Do y'all think that if LeBron had gone to college, even for just 1 year, would that have helped his game at all, if any?
Yeah, anything would help his game. But if he would have went to college, it would have been a freaking movie.
Depending on where
he was just too advanced for college. I mean, them dudes wouldn't be to mess with LeBron in college. It would have been unreal.
So what? That was what he got drafted in 03. So if he would have went to college, 03 would have been his freshman year. He could have probably went to Duke. Probably would have made a play for him, right? So let's just say he went to Duke under Coach K.
Well, he was from Ohio. He probably would have went to Ohio State.
Yeah, probably.
Ain't no program at Ohio State.
Hey,
yeah, that's where Greg Oden was at.
Are you
Greg
serious?
Oden had just came out of
Man,
Ohio State.
nobody talks about Ohio State when it comes to basketball.
Hey, he's showing his age.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Ohio State is a football school. Nobody talks about Ohio State when it comes to basketball.
See, that's that Michigan hate in you. Ohio State got a solid basketball program. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, man. Hey, Lamar, he coloring outside the lines again.
Hey, so I will say this about LeBron in college though, because it don't matter how athletic you was and if you can handle the ball or what your perimeter skills was. If you show up to college 6'8", 6'9", they putting you at the 4. All type. Carmelo played the 4. Michael Beasley played the 4. Durant played the 4. I mean, it don't matter how good you are. You're playing the 4 in college, right? So LeBron, he wouldn't have. And Maggette was playing the 4 at Duke. So it would have been a little different. He would have had to develop a little bit of his post game or his game around the rim. He wouldn't have been playing point guard and all that stuff. So we probably wouldn't have seen that skill. So he probably would have had to develop a little bit of his game, and it would have been probably more similar to what Len Bias was. Right. So so he probably would have showed up to the league with a little bit of better touch on his jump shot and stuff like that.
I need to hold on. I need to see if this is true or not. Because if it is, that's a crazy stat. Duncan hitting 50 wins every year in his career, excluding the shortened season, and they were still a number 1 seed.
That's crazy.
I don't know about those last few years when San Antonio was kind of in the shitter. I don't know.
We got a fact.
I will have to look into that. But if that is true, that is a 50-win season every year in the West is crazy.
Yeah, the dude was dominant, man.
So what I'm hearing is the only advantage LeBron really has over Duncan is his athleticism. That's what I'm hearing.
It's his stats, really. It's really his stats. That's the advantage LeBron got over everybody's stats.
Yeah, but that's playing 21 years. I'm not worried about the stats part. I'm talking about the game. If we're talking about putting one over the other, and the only thing I'm hearing that's different from Tim Duncan and LeBron is LeBron's athleticism, I might have to put Duncan over there then.
I'm about to put a poll in the chat to see everybody vote. Y'all go ahead and tell me who y'all got, man, while I do this poll real quick. Diddy.
You got a lot of haters in here though, bro.
So
hey man, Draymond kick Grant Williams in the nuts tonight, y'all.
What?
Hey, bro, this man is get him out of here, bro.
Wait,
get him out of here.
He did that as we was just talking about, bro.
About 30 minutes ago.
Oh my God. Hey, this dude, habitual line stubber, man. Hey,
it was a mistake. I guess it was a mistake though.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Well, you know how his mistakes look though. Like
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when he flopped like a fish and make a mistake and hit you. It's one of those.
I just looked at it. It's real.
Oh, where?
That mother, he all years because he retired in 2016.
Yeah.
Every year he was a Spur was a 50-win season, except for the shortened year, and they were still the number 1 seed. But every
99.
Okay, that's a factual stat. That's an outstanding stat.
No, that's phenomenal. No, that's not only is that crazy, is that's showing that. So that's why I think you got to put that in there about even when the parts where he got Ginobili and got Tony Parker, that he's willing to do any and everything to win in the confines of the team. That he's willing to make sure that, hey, all right, for better flow of the offense, let Tony get off. Let Manu Euro step his ass to the goal. Cool, let him do that. I can still, make my mark in other ways to make sure that at the end of the season, not only are we in contention to get the championship, but damn it, we might walk away with this son bitch. Right. So
I give smaller for the bigger picture.
Give all the props in the world, man.
It's a bigger picture.
I think all the props in the world, but hey, ain't nobody better than LeBron. You ask me. With the
it's a tough one, man. I don't think it's just that simple, man. I think that's a real tough
conversation to have for real, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably one that we haven't had before because that's.
But can we move it to the next week though?
Hold on, let me put this poll in. Who is
put it to the confines of the conversation? You talking about a guy that can still be a superstar in the confines of a team and still win, and even if he's not the reason why they win, he still can make sure that we gonna win. I mean, the dude was a winner. So the individual stats are there, the individual accolades are there, the team success is there. Maybe not the numbers compared to LeBron, but you talk about numbers.
All-time leading scorer. He ain't got 5 championships like LeBron.
Come on,
He do got. Hold on, he got 5. LeBron only got 3. LeBron only got 3.
LeBron got 5 championships, bro.
Duncan got 5 real championships.
Oh, that in-season tournament? Okay. Okay.
LeBron got 3 in a possible, but Duncan got 5. Duncan got 5 that's gonna walk for sure.
No,
hey, y'all go ahead and go vote, man. I just put the poll in there. So far, it's 85% Tim Duncan.
He got 4 in a P.
Who got 4 in a P?
Hey,
Tim
man.
got 4 in a P.
Nah, he really got 2.
But I'm saying like that unselfishness of Tim Duncan, I think you gotta equate that into this situation, man. Because I bet you he could easily put up the numbers that LeBron has if he wanted to. He could have said, man, Pop, man, bump what you talking about, man, give me the rock.
He can go Draymond on. Hey, I'll kill your ass, nigga.
All right, y'all ready for the last topic? We're gonna let that poll go. The last topic y'all gonna like. It's fun. I was gonna go with the Juju Watkins from USC, which is Eric's alma mater.
Alma mater, baby, USC.
And Caitlyn Clark. I was gonna go with that and try to decide which one is the better prospect though. Like one is a freshman, one's a senior. But you know what? I forgot that Ice Cube had hit the news because he offered Caitlyn Clark $5 million to join the Big 3.
Sure
here's how Gil's Arena responded to that.
Get the Big 3 name inside this machine right now, but knowing damn well everybody else get paid $5 to $12 grand. You really think paying her $5 million, she would get clotheslined before she walked in the arena? Dog, let's just be honest.
For one, they're going to take it too personal. And it's way more physical than anything she's ever imagined playing, for one.
That shit was too physical for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to a Big 3
it's
game.
It's the most physical shit you've ever seen, right? It's a step under prison balls.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Prison ball, you got Big 3.
Shout out to Jake
the first few years. Like, I was telling my partner earlier, MG, me and MG was talking, I'm like, could you imagine her getting stuck down on Reggie Evans? Just take for shits and giggles if this was a real thing and she was able to participate and he put her out there. Could you imagine her being matched up and Reggie guarding her for one?
Mm-hmm.
for two of them with her being it's 3-on-3. She can't hide nowhere. Guarding Reggie Evans out that motherfucker.
She don't score.
Huh?
She ain't.
I'm
No,
not
she's
worried.
not.
No, she
You don't think
not.
she's gonna score a point?
No, she would not score.
I think she would.
She
score.
would not
I
score
think she
one.
would score.
Lexi.
That's brute basketball.
Lexi.
I think she would score.
It's 3-on-3. She can't hide nowhere.
How's she gonna get the ball past? She gonna take the ball out?
She gonna take the ball out, then what?
They're gonna pick her up right soon as that line.
Soon as she take, because
soon as she try to cross that line,
boom, boom, what? And it's and the game, and it's done, right? Because I'm telling you what's going to do.
I know. I mean, I only went to one game and I didn't.
He played in it.
Yeah, y'all played in it.
I wouldn't even take the ball out. Nigga, y'all crazy.
Listen, hey, yo, Rashawn McKinn saw Allen Iverson out there and his fucking eyes lit up.
Hell yeah. Beat that man up. That man's like, yeah, I'm not going to.
Yeah, I'm not playing no more of this shit. You know,
I just think it's and for this news to leak in the.
So I don't know if y'all remember when Iverson first came to the Big Three, he was supposed to play, and he got in the game, and 2 minutes later he went back out, and he's been coaching ever since. Like he quit in the middle of the game. I remember I was watching because I was hyped, and Iverson quit in the middle of the game, man. He couldn't mess with it, man. So do y'all think Caitlyn would score in the Big Three easily, or you think she would score at all?
I think
this is a big topic.
Score, but I don't think she would. She wouldn't score like she's scoring right now. I'm all down with women equality, but hey, that's a different animal. That Big Three. 2, she couldn't take that kind of abuse. That'd be the hardest $5 million she ever made in her motherfucking life. Hey, endorsement deals or something. I don't want to do this.
Hey, get beat up for 10 games, but I got $5 million.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if I'm a dude and I'm playing on the Big Three, and the Big Three got semi people that used to play that's still pretty good, that still can play a little bit, I'm not letting no Caitlyn Clark go out there and embarrass me personally.
Yeah.
I think Cube had the right idea, just the wrong execution. This was the perfect opportunity for him to create a whole nother
women's league.
Women's league. He could have did a women's Big Three.
Yeah, he could have a women's Big Three.
Because in his response, because he was like, I didn't want the news to come out because she's in the middle of playing for a championship, but whatever. So in his response, he was like, our women athletes need a safe space where they can, play basketball and shouldn't have to go overseas to degrading conditions and shit like that, right?
That ain't a safe place.
So he already got the idea, like, okay, well, I don't want our women having to go over to Russia and end up with another Brittany Griner situation, yada yada yada, whatever. Right there, he could have, and Caitlyn could have been the poster child. Mm-hmm. She could have been the Kickstarter for a women's Big Three, and you could get, you know what I'm saying, your Lisa Leslie's, your Candace Parkers, or whatever, and you can have like a branch between. So like because I don't think the Big Three season is during the WNBA season either. So when they is it?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Well, I mean,
you know what though, Chris? You might have a point, but for it to even work out, it had to be scripted. They had to be like, "Hey, man, lay off of her a little bit, let her shoot the ball."
Mm-hmm. Well, in the women's Big Three, or
no, in the Big Three.
Oh no, she's not even sniffing the net in the men's Big Three.
I'm saying, and if she did, it would be scripted. It'd be like, "Hey, man, let her score. I'm trying to build this women's league over here, and I just need her to kickstart it. So I don't need y'all to be too hard on it. It would have to be scripted."
Oh yeah.
Did you hear what they said at the beginning though? They said if Cube is offering her $5 million to play, and everybody else in the league is only getting about 30,000, you know how pissed off they gonna be as soon as she step on the floor?
That's why it wouldn't be a safe place for her.
Safe space.
It would not be a safe space for her.
Hey, every time you go into therapy, people like, this is a safe space. It would not be.
And if that information is true, like if these guys is getting peanuts compared to a $5 million contract, Cube doubled down and said, yeah, this was the offer. Now you got to worry about your own league disintegrating because, like, hey, yo, you was gonna give her $5 million, but we doing this. We've been here for how many ever years we've been here, and we ain't even seen $5 million total.
Hey, I understand that, Chris, but let's cut the bull. You talking about Caitlyn Clark, and whatever side of the road you on, whether how much of a fan of her you are or not, her name in women's basketball is at the pinnacle.
It's loud. Yeah, it's loud for sure.
It's loud.
Absolutely.
So
I agree.
Ice Cube is looking at this strictly as business, and if cats want to take it personal, he's willing to deal with that. This is a business move, and I'm not mad at him to even put that offer out there. Her name is big right now. It's loud when it comes to women's sports. So look at it this way. You would be a fool not to have a league that plays basketball and not even attempt to offer her. I think you'd be a fool, because this is business. This is strictly business. And if I got to offer her $5 million for her to possibly come play in my league and make it something, why not? It's a business move. You can't be mad about the hurt feelings of the guys that help build Big 3. I'm looking at it past the future and looking at how it possibly could be if I could possibly add her. And hell, even if he don't land her, just the fact that his league is being mentioned with Caitlyn Clark right now in the mix of the NCAA tournament, he gets publicity.
Yep.
Right. That's facts. That's a good business move. Definitely good business move.
It's a business move.
Yeah. Now the last part of that, who you think better, her or Juju?
Not Juju. Stop playing. Come on.
Yeah, Juju's cold.
It's tough, man. Caitlyn came in as a freshman, averaging 26, though. I mean, Juju averaging 26 as well.
Hey, bro, I just watched Juju play, bro, and she's cold, bro.
She is cold. And 18 and 6'2".
Hey, and here's the thing, though. I'm talking
about handles, shooting the ball.
She's gonna get better.
Yeah,
she's gonna get better. So by the time Caitlyn is done with the NCAA game, her record's gonna stand for a second. But what Juju is doing,
I don't know if it'll stand, because I mean, this is Caitlyn's last year. She's going to the league after this.
I understand that, but Juju
being a freshman,
yes,
Juju's gonna catch it quick,
bruh.
Or she has the opportunity to catch it.
Yes.
Hey, you know what I like about her, bro? She reminds you of somebody like, and I don't know if she's from the hood or not, but she's down to somebody who been coming up off that playground, man, playing just ball with the handles
with
and
the neighborhood kids.
Right. Like the little stuff you can't teach, the little stuff that they just got it. Like she got it. And
she trained with Kyrie a couple of times, but this is the thing. She don't move like a girl, like, for real.
That's what I'm saying.
She don't move like the girl, man. Yeah, she cold, but I mean, Caitlyn Clark is this girl shooting like, well, I don't know what's gonna happen to her when she go to the WNBA, because I don't know if a team is gonna let her shoot 22 shots a game.
That's a lot, bro.
She shoots 22 shots a game right now.
Yeah, but she holding the whole team down pretty much.
No, yeah, but she playing like Steph Curry played at Davidson. You have to have you have to have a bad team in order for your best player to play like that.
Right.
So when you get in the league and you start getting
% of the shots, bro.
Well, she's gonna get taken number 1 overall, which means it was the worst team in the WNBA. So she might be able to have a smooth transition.
Yeah, but she's going to Indiana, and Aaliyah Boston is no slouch at the center. You can't let Caitlyn take 22 shots in Aaliyah Boston sitting in at your 5, and you're not.
What Kobe told Shaq? You want the ball? Go get it off the rim.
Well, all right, man. I want to keep cooking on this one, man. But we got to end it because we already at 2:30, man. So I appreciate everybody. Hey, I'm about to do something. I need y'all to do me a favor, man. And I don't ask y'all to do a lot, right? I just dropped in IOW's link to their YouTube channel in the chat. I need everybody in here to do me a favor, because we're trying to get him to 1K real quick, but like in the next couple of weeks, man. Can everybody in here go in and go give IOW a sub on their YouTube channel? I just dropped the link in there. So
we grinding over there, boy. Show them.
Yeah. Go ahead and get them a sub, man. Let help us get them to 1K real quick. And then check out some of the content as well, man, because they talk more football than we do. We heavily basketball over here. They do both. I think they do both kind of evenly too. So we started out like that. We was doing both kind of evenly, but but
Mel, you found your niche, bro, and I've been loving it, man. I've been I've been admiring what y'all been doing that man down. Because it's like, man, I saw y'all from the beginning, man, and y'all just taking off, shooting like a rocket over here, boys. I'm like, damn, look at that. My man got sponsors and shit. He got
from the grass to the sky, dog.
Hey, my man can't say certain things. He's like, man, I ain't gonna get demonetized, dog.
Hey, he was down with everything in the beginning. Now he like, Eric, you late. He on me up to being late now. I'm like, what? Hey, man.
Everything was acceptable at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I even let them see my bald head at the beginning. Right?
Hey, you know what? I do want to give him his props, man, because it started off as a hobby, man, and I was calling in and get on every now and then, but the more seriously he started taking it, the more seriously we start taking it. So, man. Salutes off, hats off to Mel. That's the only props I'm giving him for the rest of the year. But
hey, definitely shout out to Mel because I actually used to be one of the callers. You know what I'm saying? I used to duck from work, be in the parking lot, arguing with them on the phone. About stuff and now here, man. It's a blessing to see the growth, man. So definitely proud of you, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Sky's the limit, baby.
All right, we drinking tonight, Eric? What's up?
Yeah, let's go. You know you can't drink, nigga. Stop playing.
Why not? I'm a grown man.
He said, I'm a grown man. Damn it.
Hey,
Bring your ass over here and get this motherfucking picture.
Hey, real quick before we go, in the chat, right? We doing a members only video this weekend, but I need a topic, and it don't have to be sports, right? So if y'all want me to cook on that Diddy stuff for the members, it's gonna be members only.
Man down after dark.
Man down after dark, but it's members only, man. Y'all let me know what topic y'all want, man. We might do it this weekend.
Yeah, you might have to cook that Diddy stuff, dog. Yeah,
I might have to, man. With my
Homeland Security, like how nasty you got to be for Homeland Security? You know what?
Hey, man, we'll get into it.
All right, man. Catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace. Hey, ILW and Lamar, man. Thank you for coming over with us, man.
Always
appreciate it.
Hey,
much
go
love,
Chiefs,
Lamar.
baby.
Much love. Hey, get him on. Turn it off.
All right.